Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, August the 1st. Shit, it's August. August the 1st, 2019. I wasn't ready for August, bro. I still needed it to be July. But that's okay.
It is crazy.
That's okay. Just finishing up the social media
I'm gonna
posts.
do the same too.
I get it all on Facebook and everything. So
all right, cool. Yeah, usually, guys, I'd be streaming, but this morning, life,
a
whole lot of life this
finds
morning.
a way.
It finds
a way.
It has found a way.
Welcome to the Techno Alpha Podcast, otherwise known as Adam's Milky White Thigh, as somebody pointed out on the last podcast, because on camera you can bear witness to my milky white thigh.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Look, if you think I'm wearing short shorts, I'm not. I just have really long legs, and when I sit down, they become short shorts.
I always just wear sweats and a sweater. Like,
Dude,
no
I
matter
would
what.
Die in here.
It's like no matter how hot or cold it is.
I would die if I
I'm
was
always
wearing what
just
you're wearing.
wearing sweaters and sweats. It's like my body has become
just soak up that milky white thigh.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that milky. Look at that kneecap.
Oh yes.
If I move it up and down, you guys can't hear it, but my knees just crack. Yeah. Here, look, this is as far as I can pull my shorts down.
Sounds like my knees.
There you go. But ladies and gentlemen, let me zoom in on chat a little bit more there. It's another Techno Alpha podcast. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's another hot one here in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
It is hot.
Humid today, though, and I think we're supposed to get a crazy thunderstorm to break the humidity later. So buckle up. Hopefully we don't lose power like last time. I don't really want to sit in my room for 6 or 7 hours doing absolutely nothing, because really, you can't really do much. I guess I have my Kindle. Could have cracked out the Kindle.
Good.
Give it a little look-see. Read a little, get cultured. I haven't read much since university because university ruined reading for me. But I actually still have all my textbooks. So when I moved back home, and we were like shuffling everything out of its place, trying to find room for all of this stuff coming into the house, Dad found all of my textbooks, because we obviously kept them because they're like $650,000 and you can't sell them for more than $4. So we kept all of them in case I ever in the future needed to reference anything or wanted to, if I was doing accounting or finance. So we find them all, and now they're in a shelf in my bedroom. And so every time I wake up, I look in the morning and I go, oh yeah, university.
Dude, I was at a yard sale 2 weeks ago.
There's people trying to hawk off like university textbooks.
So there was a massive bin of university textbooks, and they just looked expensive, right? I looked at them and I said, those are guaranteed $200-$300 each. I went on eBay. I literally went on eBay and looked up two of them. Mm-hmm. They were going for $60-$70 a pop.
Yep.
And I shit you not. You know how much they wanted for these textbooks at the yard sale?
What?
$1 each. Dude, it took everything in my power
To
not
not
to
try and
buy
flip 'em?
that entire fucking bin of
But then
books.
you have
and
to
then
try
I
and
thought,
sell them.
well, that was the thing. I said, you know what? Okay, it's either I'm going to put a bunch of working on eBay and maybe make $300 off this and hate my life throw it, or I could be a good guy, not waste my time, and give somebody an opportunity around here
Yeah.
to pick up a textbook on the super
Yes.
cheap.
Yeah.
And actually get use of it. So I decided to pass on it, but I'm not going to lie, bro.
Took a lot.
You know me. It took a lot. It took a lot.
The crazy thing is about university textbooks is that sometimes the most expensive looking ones are the cheapest, and the ones that look like they should cost nothing
$2.
are like a fucking fortune. So like when one of my most expensive books was actually the most expensive book I ever had when I was at business school was for an accounting course, and we never opened the textbook. Once.
Oh, I'd have been. I want my refund.
Once. You want to know how much the book cost me?
How much?
You ready for this?
No.
$500.
Jesus, man. Like, what are they putting? Are they like paying?
Nothing.
Like, what are you paying for the material in it, or are you physically paying for the book? Like, I always thought.
Here's what's happened. Here's what happens. Okay, so a lot of the times, professors actually are co-authors of the books that you mandatory. And so what happens is they'll be like the 83rd edition,
Yeah.
because what happens is they'll go in and they'll go, all right, look, there's a comma missing on page like 467, and we can't have that, and it totally ruins the curriculum. So we're going to change. We're going to get the comma in there, and we're going to send this out, and then we're going to require that they buy this edition and not the old one.
Great.
And so they, of course, they're getting their cut, for selling the textbook or whatever the fuck. It's a racket, bro. It's a fucking racket. The whole thing is a fucking racket. So anyway,
Swoondles.
it was bad. Didn't use it once. And
great.
it's so new that even if you open it now, and I haven't been in university in 10 years almost now, if you were to open it, it would still, like, the spine would still crack from opening the front. It's
Damn.
hardcover. Like, it has
Damn.
not been
You
fucking
You
open.
didn't even break it in.
No, not once. It's bad. How was your week?
Good.
It's another busy one.
My week's now, bro. My life right now. I'm at this mode. I'm in this mode that I was in like 2013.
Yeah, you're in the.
I'm in this like.
You're in the trenches.
Yeah, I don't
right
even.
now.
The word grind doesn't even.
I don't think you're grinding. You just found something that you're enjoying, and you have full days now.
Yes.
So instead of like trying to find something to fill your time when you're streaming or
Yeah.
doing whatever else,
Yeah.
or to fill up work hours,
Yeah.
you have something that you really enjoy.
Yeah.
That's coincidentally and thankfully also extraordinarily lucrative.
Yeah.
And now you're just working that
Yeah.
shit
Just working it.
into the ground, and it's easier. It's not easy, but it's easier because you actually enjoy it.
True that.
So it makes it a little bit better. But yeah, you working in.
Just been grinding. And the crazy thing is, I stopped doing voiceovers. Like I stopped auditioning.
Yeah.
Like open. You did this stuff. Like
Yeah.
Because it's time consuming. And then I only do invite. Like if they invite me privately
Yeah,
to do
they're
it,
like, hey,
then
you
I'll
wanna
say,
do it,
okay,
yeah.
I'll if it looks like something that
Well,
pays well,
why would you? Why?
I'll audition.
Why would you
okay?
fuck with it?
So I just started auditioning once in a while, and now, bro, I've got a job I got to do on Wednesday morning. I have another job offer that just came in yesterday.
It better be $5,000 a pop.
It's not. One's 500,
Okay.
and the other one is it was $275 plus a $50 directed session.
Directed. You took a direct sesh for $275.
Yeah, well, plus 50 for the directed, so it's like $325 US. So it's like a little over $400 maybe.
It's a yikes for me, dog.
I know. It's just a short script too. Like it's like less than 200 words.
Oh, why? It's still close to 200 words.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
I know.
you're at $1 a word type territory.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, $1.50. $1.50. I don't know, man. I just can't say no to work, man.
I know you're
It's
bad
so-
for it,
it's
bro.
so- it's
you
so
have
bad.
so much other shit you could do with your time.
I know.
Like if it was me, I could use $300. I'll fucking suck some dick for $300 right now. But like you are so far from. Yeah, I'll
know.
take this $1 a word with a directed session.
I know.
For 200 and some bucks plus 50. No, fuck no.
I know. So anyway, I'm done. I'm done auditioning for like 2 weeks. I don't even care, even if they invite. I just got another invite. I'm like, and the thing is, it's weird. Is that never happened when I was wanting it to happen. Now that I don't want it to happen, it's happening, and
Look.
I just can't say no.
Look, it's like this. You're more employable when you're employed. Not that they know it is, but,
No,
it's like a law of the fucking universe,
Yeah.
right? It's like if you're with somebody, if you're in a relationship, all the women notice because now you're a commodity. They think if you're with somebody, it means that there's a good reason why
Yeah.
you're with them.
They're missing
So
out
now-
on something.
So now they want to know why they're interested. And then if you're just out there single for like long periods of time,
Yeah.
and they find out about it, they're like, well, something's fucked up here.
Yeah,
This is damaged goods.
yeah, you're
So
right.
You're
right.
So what's up?
You're
And
right.
it's a law of the fucking universe. They don't even know that you've got so much going on your plate right now.
Yeah, they don't even know.
But it's because it just seems to, it's like Murphy's Law.
Yeah,
It just happens.
And then at the same time, it's like it's nice because it gives me a break from doing what I'm doing all the time. So it's like it's this weird dynamic.
Yes.
But it is what it is. Listen, I'm not complaining because
Work is good.
A year ago, I was in the complete opposite. So
Yes.
it's blessings on blessings. I just,
Yes.
it's my weeks have just been a blur.
It's a great first world problem to have.
It is.
And let's be honest here, doing voiceover from your own home is a serious first world problem.
Yes.
It doesn't
$1 word.
It doesn't get a lot spicier in the first world problem category than doing voiceover from your own home
We'll be okay.
for $1 a word.
We'll be okay. Oh man.
My week was whatever. I finalized the insurance company, the shipping stuff for Gab's things. So I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear back from them as to saying it's on a boat and it's
Adios.
going.
It's done.
And that took me a while because they want like an inventory list for customs, and then of course if you're getting insurance, the insurance company wants to know the list plus the value. Both customs and insurance want to know values for everything.
It's a pain in the ass. That's
And
what
so,
it is.
like, I got Gabs to try and like ballpark the
Value and
values
stuff.
of stuff, and then they sent me the forms, and the forms had like 20 lines to write shit in, and I was like, what? Who's shipping something in a container
Yeah.
with 20 items? We
Yeah.
had 210 items.
Yeah.
And
What do
so,
they think of shipping? Just like an iPod, a purse, coat.
couple pairs of shoes.
Yeah. It's like, nah, bro.
And I'll put that on a
somebody
container
was
ship.
somebody who's living here for years. There's a few things. This is fuck.
Especially for insurance purposes.
Yeah.
Like they want you to be detailed.
Detailed, yeah, but they
right?
want you to be as
Like,
vague as possible.
here's-
Probably
here's these-
so they can fuck you when a claim
Yeah,
comes.
exactly.
It's like, oh no, you didn't put all this stuff down. Well, bitch, there wasn't enough room for me to put the stuff down. I had to be vague.
Yeah,
They're
so
like, well, not my fault. You should.
should have wrote smaller.
Yep.
And I tried, so I printed it off, and I got the finest point pen that I could find, like get my hands on the house, and I was like, "Fucking, what is this? A form for ants type shit?" And I was just fucking like writing small, and I stopped myself 3 lines down and went,
No,
"Fucking
no.
no,
No.
So I took the header and footer off of the form in Photoshop, and then I did an entire Excel spreadsheet,
There you-
and then I PDF'd the whole fucking thing and said, "Here."
There
Still
you go.
took me 7 hours.
Jesus H Christ. This guy did a full work day of fucking putting shit
I like
on
put on
paper.
Twitter. I was like, "Yeah, guys, I'll be a little later this afternoon. I've got some stuff I got to handle. Whatever."
7 hours later.
It was like fucking 11 o'clock rolls in. I'm like, "All right, guys, so it
no
ain't
stream.
happening today."
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Great.
So we got that out of the way, and then after that, it's just been kind of whatever. I took my first dive into the world of online dating this week.
I already knew that.
You
I'm
already
just
knew
acting
that,
surprised.
but thank you. That only plays for the camera.
Yes, that's it, yes.
But for those listening, Jeff put a very convincing. So
How's that going for you, Adam?
it's Halifax. It's a dumpster fire. The gene pool here is small.
Fuck me.
Everyone knows everyone else in Halifax.
Yes.
And if it isn't a direct connection, it's like a minimum or a maximum of like 3 degrees of separation.
Bro,
it's like a friend
Yep.
of a friend.
Oh, yes.
And then it stops
And that's
there.
it. That's it. That's the
stretch.
show.
This isn't 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon where you got to go 6 degrees deep.
No,
This is like
This is-
you're fucking somebody's
Yeah.
friend's sister.
You take a 45-degree angle, and
You're there.
that's there. I mean, you've reached your destination. Listen, if you bag 4 or 5 chicks off Tinder, the probability of us being Eskimo brothers at that point would
Is
be
pretty high.
pretty strong.
Exactly. It's fucking, and like I was saying upstairs, it took like 10 swipes, high school people. Another few swipes,
It's a
old coworkers.
Nope's all around.
It was just, I was just like, man, no. No. So the only ones that got that like, so I haven't even been swiping all that much in terms of like accepting people for a great number of reasons, but I've been like letting people find me and then I see. who's
Adam
that
just
there.
put up some sexy photos and lets the ladies come to him.
I put up one because
That's it.
I take one selfie a year, if that. So if you like progressively see me, the next time I take a selfie, I'm probably going to be like retired.
Great.
And then so like the problem with that was for Hinge, one of the platforms, you need 6 pictures before you can do anything.
Oh, that's bad.
And so I was like, fuck.
You're
I don't
going
think
back
I've
to my
taken-
wedding photos?
Yes, actually, one of them is. One of them
You're
is
going
one-
back to my
and you
wedding
know which
photos.
one it is? It's
Is it the
me.
one-
It's me standing over top of you, slapping your ass on the dance floor.
Yeah, you got to show the fun side, Adam.
Exactly.
You got to show the fun side.
I looked like I hadn't eaten in 17 years.
That's okay.
That's okay because it was majority about the meme, and we got it in there.
It's all good, baby.
It's you, just your face and my face, and slapping your. It was great.
There's
It's a
nothing
good
wrong with
picture.
that.
It's a good picture.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So it's like that one
Gotta
in
have
there.
some fun. And
you know,
you got to
some
let them know you got a black friend.
That's right. Diversify. I also put Hun in there,
Hey.
so you're hitting as many markets as possible.
Boom.
Diversify.
That way we're not Xing out
It's not just all white folk.
No, it's not. You're not like that.
It's a variety.
Multicultural.
Exactly. The UN.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
Yeah, it's been.
I'm happy that's going for you. You know what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Segment every week here on Technical Alpha. We're gonna see how Adam's online dating adventures are going.
It's going.
We're
All right,
just
well-
gonna get an update every week.
The update this week is not great. And if only because like it's only been like 3 days, so it's not really been like a long time. But the majority of it is, this is gonna sound harsh. Like I said to you upstairs, I'm not even joking when I say 95% of the people that I've come across
Yeah.
are pre-diabetic, diabetic, or possible crackheads. That's like pretty much been what it's been like, straight up. There's been, but then there's also been like a fair amount that are like genuinely like very nice people, whatever. I'm just not attracted
Yeah,
to
just
them.
not your type.
Yeah, I'm just not
Nothing
attracted
wrong
to
with
it.
that.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But that's just been it so far. Anyway, video games, Jeff. We don't care about them this week because the biggest thing in streaming history happened today,
Yeah.
and we're not saying that lightly. It is the biggest power play in the history of corporate power plays in this space.
100%.
That
Guys,
includes
it's-
YouTube, Twitch. It doesn't matter who you thought had a big deal before.
This is it.
The fucking deal.
And in case you don't know what it is, listen to this.
Buckle up.
Breastfeeding is now allowed on Twitch.
This is only where do we go from here, Jeff?
We only go up.
It's a multi-million-dollar deal to breastfeed on Twitch.
It's a true story.
You know what the counter to that was? Mixer said, "Look, breastfeeding is cool. What if we get Ninja to breastfeed on Mixer?"
Game over. It's game over. It's game over.
We've done it. We got. Not only do we get Ninja, we also get him breastfeeding on there.
Boom.
Preferably, the only thing that comes out of his chest is Red Bull.
That's an advertisement waiting to happen, bro. You just gave Red Bull an idea. Hit him up with that royalty check.
That's right.
He gets at least 10% of the proceeds.
Old Spice gonna fucking sue for that kind of wacky ass.
All
idea, though.
seriousness, Ninja gone from Twitch.
Yes.
Mixer comes in.
Swipes him up.
I
They
want.
swiped right.
Oh, did they ever? And so did Ninja,
Yeah, he super swiped.
Oh, did he ever?
swiped up on that one,
bro.
Yeah,
I don't
that-
think. Okay, we're gonna. I mean, the vast majority of this podcast is probably going to be this subject because there are so many layers to
I actually
this.
don't know where to start with this.
Yeah.
because it's so substantial.
All right, let's start with this.
Okay,
Say you're a ninja.
I'm a happy man right now.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm
So say you're a ninja,
Happy man.
and Microsoft calls you up. All right.
Bill Gates himself.
By the way, can we get a shout out right now for Ninja's wife,
Crushing it.
who
This is manager.
is the manager here?
Oh yeah.
And I've seen a lot of people
Oh yeah.
talk smack
Oh, well,
about
they're-
this chick.
They're fuck boys.
And if she's the manager, she made a move here, and it's not a small one. Obviously, Ninja, big part of it, and
Obviously.
they make their decisions together.
Yes.
But I mean, come on, as these are the type of moves that, as a manager, this is where you have such credibility.
Yes.
If this works,
Yeah.
that you could start your own damn firm.
Well, here's
Here's
the thing. It is going to work because ultimately the only thing that they needed to think about was how early do I want to retire?
Yes.
And do I want my children to retire upon birth?
Yes.
Those are the two questions.
Well, you yes to both those.
Both of those are answered, and possibly great-grandchildren at this point.
So here's the question. If you're a Ninja, Mixer calls you up and says, "We want you." What is it going to take for you to drop everything you've built?
Which is a lot.
Which is
substantial.
Oh, he's the face of gaming.
Yes.
I mean, there are bigger streamers now on Twitch than Ninja. He's still in the top 3.
He's the face.
But he's the face, which is
the face.
arguably it's not arguably. It is more influential. It is more impactful.
There might be bigger streamers. He's still making way more money than
You
everyone.
fucking right he is.
Yeah.
You fucking right he is. So, if you're a Ninja, we're going to play a lot of hypotheticals here.
Oh, absolutely.
And once again, we don't know. This news just came up for everybody like
I just noticed
2
that
hours
they
ago.
just put up a commercial-ish thing on Twitter that I
Yes.
haven't seen yet.
I did. I watched it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. They did have a Red Bull fridge in there, so.
How much money does it take if you're Ninja to get up and leave Twitch and not only, like, you got to think multiple ways here. Not only are you going to get some sort of backlash from your community because
So it's not just some sort.
it's going to be massive, right? You're gonna
have to weather that storm.
You're gonna have to
something
weather that
fierce.
storm. So you got to take that in consideration.
He could probably build a firewall with money.
Yes. The other thing is all of, and I even hate to bring this up, but subs, ad revenue. I mean, in the
Right.
grand scheme of things, the subs and ad revenue that Ninja makes is just icing on the
Frivolous.
cake. But I
Doesn't-
mean,
It's there.
it's there.
You have to account for it.
You have to account for it.
Yeah.
The big sponsorship deals that Twitch brings through to Ninja, which also helps Twitch out a great deal, I would imagine. If somebody comes in with a big activation campaign
Yeah.
and Ninja is the one signing on, not only is Amazon or Twitch going to make big bucks off the deal, but so is Ninja. I mean, we saw it with the New Year's Eve party thing.
Yep.
We saw it with Ninja's done many things with Twitch, and rightfully so. He's the face.
Exactly.
So you got to take in consideration those connections that he has, and then not only just that, the change going to a lesser of a platform in terms of virtually everything, viewership, credibility, anything you can think of. How much money, because this is what this is. Ninja never, ever, ever leaves Twitch for the sake of leaving Twitch
no.
because he wants to go over and join the Mixer team.
No.
This is money. This is money pure.
And not a small amount
and not
of
a
money.
small amount. This is money. This is Microsoft whipping around the Microsoft dick
Yeah.
and saying, okay, we have had enough of the sidelines. We want in for real this time. All right? We're cool with having, 50, 100 viewer streams, one odd 7K event stream on our channel. We have a proof of concept. We want in. Who's the best motherfucker to go after? Who is going to cause the most waves, the most press, and the biggest impact in gaming? Well, it's the LeBron of Twitch. The good guy. The face. The guy that does no wrong. The guy with the smiley face and the two-toned hair. It's Ninja. How much money, Adam, does it take for you to sign this is more than a 1-year deal. This has got to be more than just a 1-year one-off. I would say it's a minimum
Dude,
3 to 5.
If you're moving, you're moving
Or it's
until
indefinitely.
until Mixer either fails.
Yes, or
somebody
you go,
else comes around with even more money.
So what does it take? What does it take? Say, for example, we're going to throw it out there, 3 to 5 year deal.
Yeah.
How much is it going to take for you to jump?
25 million plus stock options.
Boom.
I want 25 million.
Yep.
And I want a non-insignificant percentage
Yep.
of Mixer
Of
as
the
a
company.
platform.
Yeah.
So that my success bring to the platform, I get to benefit
Boom.
from when the company goes up.
Perfect answer. That's literally what I was going to say.
That's it.
Give me a piece of the pie.
Give me a piece of it.
I
Because it's
want-
not just the upfront cost
Fuck
anymore.
no.
Now it's I want to come over here,
Yeah.
build this platform for you guys because that's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
And then
I want to make money off
then
everybody else that I've given this platform,
comes in
gave an
here.
opportunity to shine on this
I
platform.
want a piece of that.
Yeah.
So that when I get out of this game, because I'm going to burn out here in probably another 2 or 3 years, that I can have something to sit on,
Yep.
on top of the money that's already coming in. That's what I want. And he's going to... The big question, now here's the thing. And again, this is even more hypothetical because this is such a big move and such a big streamer that any of the rules that would have applied in the past to other people don't really
apply here.
Don't really apply here.
Yeah.
Right. So you get into the situation where somebody says, "Oh well, how big of a percentage of how big of a percentage of his viewers is he going to lose?" Well, you could look at other examples of streamers that have moved in the past, or like myself and other people when the great Twitch to hitbox exodus happened in like 2014, 2015.
Yep.
And you see what the numbers were for that. People were losing between 30 and 60% of their viewership.
Yep.
And 30 or 40% of their subscriber base.
Yep.
But the thing is, and there were some big streamers that did the same, that did that, but nobody's this big. Nobody has this much pull. His crowd is younger, so we don't know how they're going to respond to this. It's quite possible that his core fan base, first of all, is fucking huge, is so young that they'll just follow no matter, they're not loyal to Twitch, they're loyal to Ninja.
Yes.
In a way that's different than somebody saying that when they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
Because you get to a lot of what was happening was when people were switching before in the past was people would say, and it's still true today, is that everyone's on Twitch that I follow.
Mm-hmm.
And I get home from work or I get home from university or whatever, and I sit down, I want everyone in one spot.
Yep.
It's like the same problem that you get with the Netflix and all these other, is that I don't want to have to go everywhere. I want everything in one spot.
Yeah, convenience.
I don't want to have to move. Convenience.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
And that convenience
Yeah.
is trumps in a lot of instances
100%.
the streamers that they watch. The thing is, Ninja is so big and his core is so young that might not apply at least to the same degree that everyone else did.
You're right.
So he could move. And I think we're not going to be able to tell for at least 3 months because I think for the first couple of weeks,
it's going to be booming.
It's going to be possibly even bigger than his Twitch streams.
For sure.
So,
and they're going to push him
like crazy.
Like a fucking madman.
So we're going to have to wait a while and monitor
3 to 6 months.
And see how that progresses with Mixer. And then the fun thing will be also to see is, does Microsoft have anything left in the tank that they want to put towards somebody else?
Yeah. And we'll get to that.
Right? Because that's the thing, right? We'll have to talk about, because there will be a group of people that will decide to move on their own because of this move.
Yep.
Where they'll say, look, this site's going to come on the up and up. I'm a smaller streamer, et cetera, et cetera. We'll talk about it later. And there'll be a core group that might actually just get paid by Microsoft.
Yep.
And the interesting thing that we can also talk about is this, and I'll throw it in here because it makes sense. So this is obviously a multi-million dollar deal.
Oh yeah, minimum double-digit millions. Minimum.
Yeah, we just talked about not all that long ago the fact that Mixer had started to drop their content or partnership teams, like people were getting dropped off, and they stopped their basically giving away free money to partners on Mixer. Etc. And so people were looking at that. And we talked about in the podcast. We didn't know if that meant that they were storing up capital for something else, which obviously that's what was going on, or if it meant that Microsoft was pulling back a bit and trying to reassess how they were going to, if at all, continue to try and build this platform as a competitor to anyone else in the market. And now we have our answer. It was probably a little column A and a little bit of column B.
Yep.
And they're obviously if anyone was ever questioning how serious Microsoft was about building Mixer as a platform,
now it's
if you have any questions remaining, then you are never going to believe in Mixer as a platform, because ultimately, if Microsoft is willing to spend this much money on a singular individual, and it's a lot of money, then they're obviously serious about building this platform and going long term with it, which is good because honestly, we need the fucking competition.
Yes.
Microsoft's their Mixer's platform is actually just demonstrably better than Twitch's. The kids who built Mixer out before it became Mixer or whatever, I can't remember what it was called anymore when they first did it. Anyway, Mixer's still a terrible fucking name, but they were actual just whiz kids. They were young. They built it out, and they had their system in place was like the delay between their claim to fame was the delay between the streamer and the chat was like less than 100th of a second.
Virtually nothing.
It was almost real time, and so, and the site was just leaner and meaner because just like when Hitbox was built around like HTML5 and everything else. It was leaner because there was no spaghetti code left over that like Twitch had to weed through forever and ever to get Justin TV stripped out of the infrastructure.
Yeah, it took a while.
You can't just flip a switch and have that shit just fucking like disappear, right? Yeah. So Twitch has been struggling to do that on the development side. Got there finally, and the site's been running better, but it's still a heavy fucking website. And Mixer is...
Oh, it runs like butter. It runs like butter. But let's be real. Ninja ain't leaving Twitch because of any technical difficulties or anything like that.
What I'm saying is so Microsoft was smart. They got the core in,
yes,
and now
they're ready to hit.
Now they're going to advertise the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
and they started a little earlier with like the 4K thing. Like, hey, you want to see some 4K streams? Guess what?
There you go.
We got them.
Yep.
And they run flawlessly with like no delay.
Yeah,
and they look great, and the site runs like butter. And then people were going over it. There's some people on Twitter saying today, it was one, who was it? It was a girl streamer. I don't know who it was. Somebody liked the post and it popped up like right underneath Ninja's thing. And it was like, a lot of you guys out here were like, questioning my move to Mixer months ago. It's like, I kept the receipts. It's like everyone trying to like low key burn them for it. And now all of a sudden Ninja's coming over.
Told you so.
Right?
Yep. And
there's going to be a lot of that, obviously. Not that anyone would have ever guessed in a million years that Ninja was going to show up on the platform. However, here we are.
I didn't see this coming at all. Nobody did. Nobody did. So here I'll answer it. My version of it, which is very similar to you. If I'm Ninja and I'm doing all those things that we already talked about and I'm moving over, I'm doing the same thing. I want the number in my head that I think if I had to wager a guess, and I mean we could be way off. I mean it could be astronomically high. But my guess is it was between 20 and 30 million.
Yes.
I was probably going to go around 30.
Yeah.
And having shares in Microsoft. Or I don't know if Mixer is its own company, its own division in terms of buying shares. I don't know how that works, but either way, he's either given Microsoft stocks.
I doubt it's Microsoft. I bet they have. It's not obviously it's not public yet.
Yeah,
which is even better for him.
Oh,
because it's pre like IPO.
Yeah.
So that yes,
it might even be a combination of column A and column B.
It could be a little bit.
He might have a little bit of It might be so much money.
Yeah.
That they're like, listen, we'll give you 20, 30 million in cash on signing. Then we'll give you X amount of millions in Microsoft stock. Then we'll give you a percentage of Mixer as a whole. So when it because that's your argument as Ninja and your management.
You know what? It might actually be less cash and more options.
Well, that's
it might be something like 10 million cash.
It's likely what it is.
And then like 10 to 15 million in options.
Yeah, it's likely what it is.
Yeah.
Either way.
A lot of money.
It's huge.
It doesn't matter because he already has a lot of cash.
And I can
cash
almost...
to Ninja at this point is kind of superfluous.
Yeah.
At this point, he's looking for long-term.
He's building an empire. He's building a legacy.
Exactly.
Right now, it is. Yes. This isn't about. I mean, it's about money. It's always about money.
But it's not. It doesn't have to be money right now.
No.
This is future money.
This is exactly.
This is building new money.
This is wealth.
Yes.
Right. This
exactly.
This is Rich was a long time ago.
Now
this is wealth.
Now it's wealth.
This is wealth.
Yeah. Multi-generational wealth.
Yes. This is big boys club, right? This is like big portfolio building shit. This is another level. This is putting yourself. This is huge. This is mixing from a dude that was playing video games in his basement, to literally sitting at a table talking multi-million deals, and being the face of Microsoft in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
He could be the face of Xbox. He could be the face of Mixer. We don't know. Oh, he's obviously the face of Mixer. We don't know how deep this goes. I mean, it could go really deep. You know what I mean?
Well, his thing is that because he's so PG now.
Yeah,
is
it's
that
perfect.
is that he can be used in a wealth of
Exactly. I
of-
mean, for fuck's sake, he's been on Ellen DeGeneres. You know,
buckle up for some Ninja plays Minecraft.
yes. Oh, he'll be pushed, dude. He'll be pushing games.
He's
He'll be more of a variety streamer. You know, he'll be hard on the Fortnite for a while. And then they'll have him playing different shit, bro, and he will sell a fuck ton of whatever the hell they want him to sell.
Mixer is already integrated with Xbox, Mr. Miyagi. That's been there.
Oh yeah, right now if you probably go on Xbox and you get the update, you'll probably see Ninja's face on a home screen somewhere.
Yes.
Welcoming Ninja to the family. This shit
Yep.
is getting blitzed out.
Yeah.
So now that we've gone through what we think Ninja probably got, and we could be far off, and the chances are that we are actually under what he got is very slim.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be $100 million. It really, it all depends on how they evaluate his worth, and his worth, guys. And this is where we can get in the next thing is the impact now also that he has.
Yes.
Not only on Twitch.
Yeah.
But also for Mixer and the potential that he brings. So not only is he going to...
It's a brand play.
It's a huge brand play. Not only is he going to bring fuck tons of money over to Mixer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a given. Like, he's going to pay for himself and some over the years, just financially speaking.
Yes, yeah.
But now we're talking his ability to persuade others to come and not even physically say it. So just being there as a presence.
Yeah.
How many motherfuckers right now, and we don't even know, bro, Mixer right now could have other streamers in the pipeline right now getting ready to come out once every 3-6 months because they're
Yeah.
going to hold off for a little while and let this Ninja shit soak.
Yeah.
You know, and let Ninja have the spotlight. There's a chance that there could be other big streamer. There's a chance now, especially in the Fortnite community, that Ninja's a big part of. And you know, Ninja sits down and knows every big manager, every big team player, every big streamer, every big everything. And I'm sure there's some NDAs and stuff going around, and a lot of shit probably will come out publicly to some degree, but there'll be a lot left out. But when Ninja's sitting down at dinner with his peers, who are likely very powerful,
Yeah.
well-connected people,
Yeah.
discussions are going to start talking. And, you know, Ninja, if Microsoft's treating him well, which I'm assuming they are, Ninja alone telling people the grass is greener on this other side.
He doesn't even have to.
He doesn't even have to. I mean, you see it now, right?
Yeah.
And so that in itself holds so much value for Mixer. It gives him so much power and options, and it makes them a player now.
Yeah.
Before Mixer wasn't a player. Before Mixer was just a this thing you went on.
I don't think they were trying to be a player until now.
Exactly.
I think
and
now,
you said that. Yeah.
they
were
built
building it out.
and now
they're ready.
They want to play.
And they were underestimated. And Twitch has been coasting, and there's been, you know,
Which I don't know why. Like, that always bothered me. Like, people have always like shit on Mixer. I'm like, guys, I don't think you understand. Microsoft wouldn't just buy this up and be doing what they've been doing here for the last couple of years with Mixer if they weren't gonna fuck on some people soon.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like their entire Xbox division, of which Mixer is largely part of, is where their value proposition is coming in. Like, in terms of like expanding the varying ways in which they can make use of their gaming division. They wouldn't just spend all this
Fuck no.
time.
They had a plan, bro.
They had a plan.
And they executed.
And they knew they were going to bag somebody. They just had to wait
Yep.
for their opportunity.
Right place.
Build
right
everything out while you're waiting.
Yeah.
They had good partner programs and stuff up front where they're incentivizing with more money than people would make on Twitch for smaller streams because they were just because of the incentives that they were giving to help try and build that up, get their testing out of the way, stress the platform, the whole usual, get the UI, UX, everything figured out. And then now, big dick on the table. The biggest dick.
Well, it's
actually,
a Mandingo.
On the
The Mandingo just put his penis on the table
cracked it.
and said, just look at it. You want to fuck with this?
Probably not.
No, because I'm going to tear you 6 ways from Sunday.
It's going to take a while to get up, but
When I get there, it's going to be
watch
painful.
out for both of us.
Yes. It's a huge, this news is the biggest news in
the history
of streaming.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. This news
This
is
is
so
like the
big.
Activision Blizzard merger.
Yes. And when you think about how big this news is,
in terms of it, like its importance.
this is the biggest news that you're probably going to hear for the several months in entertainment.
Yes.
That's how big this is.
Yes.
Gaming is so huge right now that you've got multi-billionaires.
There's a
that are
16-year-old
buying...
that won $3 million.
Exactly.
A 13-year-old
Exactly.
took home
I mean, that-
$900K
Exactly.
playing Fortnite
Exactly.
in front of like 5 people
Exactly. So what do you think
in the arena.
in an
anyway.
arena? Yeah. So what do you this is so astronomical. It's insane, you know?
So what do I think goes? What goes from here? What happens from here?
Yeah.
Man, the amount of hypothetical, because it's never happened before. So we don't have.
Well, we just play hypothetical. 'cause
We
it's
yeah.
fun.
So hypothetical. So we have even building the hypothetical. We don't even have much information to run on in terms of like how the market would react to this. Obviously, this is going to prompt a not insignificant number of people to, of their own free will, not because they're being bought out, move to Mixer.
Oh, 100%.
And there's going to be a few, for sure. It'll be fun to see which people do it, what kind of size the channels are that decide to do it. I think if you are somebody who is an affiliate, or even if you're a partner, but you have, like, let's say less than 250 subs, and you're averaging 40 to, like, let's say 60 people in a stream, and you're taking streaming real serious right now,
Yeah.
there is a enormous amount of FOMO going to be rolling through your head right now.
Yeah.
Do I want to pick this up? Which for streamers that size is not it's all relative, right? Everyone's going to lose people if you move. So it's I could go over here, but I'm not going to keep 40 or 60 people.
We also got to gauge
But you have to gauge
where you'd be going if you say you stay on Twitch.
Yeah, like how much? Where's my up?
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
And then on Mixer, where's my up?
Yeah.
And then with Ninja moving, how many of the people that will go to follow and watch him?
Yep.
And subsequently other people that are now going to be interested in seeing the platform in general.
Yep.
How many of those people fit my demographic that I'd get a chance to pull in some of those people, right?
Yes. 100%.
And again, the problem is nobody fucking knows because this has never happened before.
Yep.
But it's going to be one of those things where some people are going to gamble on it, and it's going to make or break them.
Yep.
Some people it's going to make them. Other people they'll do it, and it's going to fuck them up.
Yes.
And so it's one of those gamble plays that people are going to have to decide.
It's one of those things. If you got nothing to lose,
You just go for it.
it's good. It's a great opportunity. If you got something to lose, it's something you really need to think.
You have to think hard about it,
Think very
right?
hard about it, and it's one of those plays.
But that's definitely what's going to happen. Is there's going to be a fair amount of people that, without any money involved, are going to look at
They're
this
just
and
gonna go
go,
now. Yeah, they're just gonna go.
I've got to go.
Especially the up and coming streamers who haven't even started yet. The ones, the future. I mean, we're seeing these gaming prodigies come out of fucking junior high school.
Yes.
Like they're,
they're still in junior high
Or they're still
school.
in junior high school and they're
Yes.
playing like Koreans in Brood War that
Yes.
came out of a fucking out of a team house
Yeah.
and went into straight up fucking training camp.
Well, they're already retired.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's
3
crazy.
million at 16.
So if Ninja's on there as the face, basically saying this is the place you want to be, because that's what he's saying right now. This is the place you want to be. You want to be you want to be at Mixer.
yes.
This is it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to be at Twitch, I'd be there right now.
Yes.
This is it. New people are going to start emerging.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even just who's on Twitch now, but now it's people have options. And there
Yeah.
are hundreds of new streamers every week coming on the platform, most of which go nowhere because of the absolute saturation on Twitch as a whole. So when you think about it, I'm almost going to have to be like the textbook now, where things in this I could add, because depending on how this goes over the next 6 months to a year, and
It's going to change the game.
it could change the game. It's really that significant from one person.
Yes.
From one person.
Well, I mean, he like we said, a million times.
He's the guy.
He's the guy, right?
He's the LeBron.
So if there was going to be somebody that changed the game,
It's
it
him.
would be bagging him.
Now-
And they did it.
Now, if they were going to pick up somebody else,
Who is it?
who is it? I know who I'm picking.
I
I'm going with the Doc.
don't think they do it.
Because here's the thing. Not only has Doc publicly on multiple occasions said how fucking salty he is about Twitch.
He says that about everything.
I understand. But
Yeah.
I mean,
mean,
if there's a rebel that talks money
yes.
and
yeah.
you fucking stockpile money in front of him,
Yes, yeah.
not only is the guy going to have a hard time saying no to it, but the persona. You could literally play, I'm joining the money team, baby. We're going to build this from the ground up.
So here's
You
why
know.
that doesn't play, though. You just get Shroud, or not Shroud, so you just get Ninja. And Microsoft at this point, and especially Mixer as a platform, Microsoft is super fucking, like, wholesome is the word I'm going to use. Okay. They are way more strict. The Mixer isn't Twitch, okay? If you yeet a fucking animal to the moon, you're in some shit. It doesn't matter who you are, you're in some shit. Okay? If you if you slap around your significant other off camera and you can hear the whole exchange, you're in some shit.
Oh, yeah, you're just done.
There's none of this Twitch nonsense.
Yeah, you're just done, bro.
There's none of this
Yeah.
there's an entire department and like none of the public facing people ever have anything to do
You're
with
just
it.
done, bro.
So you're done.
You're done.
You're fucking done.
Yeah, you're done. And it's gone.
So Doc is without a doubt, as far as an entertainer goes in the traditional sense, because he's more of a traditional entertainer than anyone else is, right?
Yeah.
He's not the new age. He's pretty traditional. He's not a new age platform, but he's playing it like it's an old age kind of thing. He's got the persona and he plays it. He plays to it. He stays in the character,
Yeah,
et cetera, et cetera.
He knows what he's doing.
He's the best, right? He's the best. The problem is that from a PR perspective, he's a goddamn nightmare.
That's true.
Some people look at that as not being a PR nightmare, but a positive because of the
But
idea of like.
but Microsoft,
But Microsoft's a different
it's
ballgame,
not,
right?
It's not this any PR is good
Microsoft's
PR.
buying up Minecraft and Ninja.
Yeah.
Those two things don't really gel
Yeah.
with,
Okay. Shroud.
That is more viable.
What about an entire team? TSM.
So that would be my next idea in my mind is with like Ninja's associated with Fortnite, right?
Yep.
And so my thought process is that Mixer, if they were going to do anything, it wouldn't be an individual. I think they go after a team, and I think they try and build Mixer out as the platform for a specific game up front. Like that's like their next. They got to be hyper specific about it.
Yeah.
And so the in my mind, the logical choice there is Fortnite teams.
Yep.
It's still a relatively new esport.
Yep.
Which is silly because it was a $30 million prize pool, but it's still a relatively new esport. So they start going after individuals and or teams
Yep.
for Fortnite, and then start being the ones hosting Fortnite tournaments
Yeah.
and events and making that the platform for it. Stream it in 4K. Make it look sexy. Work alongside them to improve whatever needs to be improved because Epic needs some fucking help there. And that would make more sense to me than bagging another individual. I think because if you look at Twitch, there's a lot of personalities, but a really big chunk of it is event based in terms of the raw viewer numbers that come in force over time. And there's almost always something happening, whether it's CS:GO or whether it's
So if they bought
League.
they bought the rights to a team or they
Yeah.
bought out a team and made it these all individuals have to now be on Mixer.
yes, yeah.
That's more. You think that's
I think
probably
that's more likely than bagging another individual. I'm not saying that they're not eyeballing other individuals.
Now, what happens if individuals reach out? What happens if Doc reaches out to Microsoft now?
Yeah.
Some of Ninja's, friends. I don't follow Ninja, so I don't really know. But I know there's, really big dudes that stream in Fortnite that he's friends with and things like that. What does Mixer do? Like, obviously, if Doc wants to go to Mixer, bro, they're not going to say no. They may not be.
They just won't face him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They just won't put him on the face.
Yeah.
They take him. Obviously, they're not
Yeah.
going to say you can't be on this website because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
filmed
yeah.
in a public bathroom. Like
Yeah.
that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But would they? They're not going to. They wouldn't utilize him in the same way that they
Of
would
course
utilize
not.
Ninja.
No. And they're gonna push Ninja as the face, right? So
Yeah.
even if they do get a bunch of other people, Ninja's still gonna be the dude, right?
Yeah, and then, but even if if you looked at it this way, if Doc was going, it would unlikely to be a deal. I think Doc it would be a deal, but it wouldn't be a big deal like Ninja's.
No, but it'd still be a
It would be a big deal,
but it wouldn't
but
be a Ninja deal.
It wouldn't be a Ninja deal. And then, but then does Doc do something like that? I don't think so.
No.
I think Doc is weathering his own storms on Twitch right now,
Yeah.
and then to throw that into the mix, would be.
Well, and then you also got to think about it. Ninja leaving Twitch is actually probably good for Doc.
Yes.
And
How much crossover? That's the other thing about Ninja is that how much where when Ninja stops streaming,
think about
where do they go?
Think about all those Twitch primers.
Like
where are those gonna go?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
so I don't watch Ninja, and I'm not big in Fortnite, and I'm sure there are several streamers in Fortnite that are fucking massive, 20, 30,000 viewers that I don't even know exist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they're probably the first line people to benefit from it.
Yep.
Because when Ninja stops streaming, they get the viewers. Ninja leaves the platform.
Well, now they just got to go somewhere. Yeah, they got to go where they
right?
used to go after Ninja. Now they're just going to migrate where they were.
So,
or they're going to follow Ninja.
Or they're going to follow. Yeah, but
You know?
and that's the most intriguing part of this whole thing will be to see how much staying power the viewers for Ninja have in terms of following him to a separate platform. Because it doesn't seem like it would be a lot.
I think it's going to be a fair amount, though.
But just that extra bit of having him be on a different website is a roadblock that's fucking huge for people.
Yeah.
And so that will be the biggest tell as to one, how successful this will be for Mixer as a buy, and two, how much pull that's going to be on other streamers when they go over. They're going to, if you're smart, you're probably going to wait a few months and see how this plays out before you make any kind of fucking decision to go to Mixer. And you wait and see.
God
first
damn,
and foremost,
if they pick
how
up
many
Shroud,
people
bro.
follow
If they
him.
pick up Shroud, bro. If they pick him up, if he goes, my God. I mean, that
You know
would,
who Microsoft needs to get? They need to sign Cloud9 as a team.
That'd be huge.
Cloud9 is in fucking everything, and they're arguably the biggest North American esports team.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the streamers that they have under their names, like not just as players, but the people that stream, they have some heavy hitters, right? But Shroud was there. I mean, That's another.
I mean, holy shit. I mean, that's just that right there. Just is Microsoft then now just basically saying, okay. So before we go on a tangent here, here's the other thing, Adam. For one, for those who don't know, Ninja's sub button's already gone. His partnership is
done.
Gone.
Well, this has been in the works for so long. It's not like Twitch hasn't been unaware of this until today.
And I guarantee you.
There was a battle
back and forth.
Yeah.
100%.
And Twitch lost.
And Twitch lost it.
Yeah.
Because Ninja was probably like, listen, this is what Mixer's offering me.
Yeah.
Do better. I want to stay here. I want to stay loyal to Twitch. You guys help me build who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the opportunity. Give me shares. Give me this. Give me whatever it takes. And Twitch was probably like,
knowing Twitch, dude, and the dealings that you and I have had with them over the years, and all the stuff that we've heard in terms of other contractual deals and shit, often what happens in these cases is that Twitch will offer like a reasonable amount, and then they'll say, "But we're the big guys. This is a two-way street. You're benefiting from you being here because we're Twitch."
Yeah.
And so they'll only go so far because I think Twitch, honest to fuck, puts a little too much stake in the fact that
they're
Twitch, and that's only going to play for so long. And with a move like this,
we're seeing it right
and now that this has happened, it doesn't even play anymore.
Yeah.
Especially on the bigger end of the spectrum in terms of how big you are as a streamer.
Yeah.
Twitch can't sit there and go, "Oh well, we're Twitch. You're gonna make way more money here. People can gift subs and shit."
Yeah.
That's like what, 30% of your income right now?
Yeah.
You know, we can help bring in sponsorship deals and branding deals and shit. But at the end of the day, bro, that doesn't play anymore.
No, especially not at these big levels where they're like, bro, this is peanuts.
It doesn't fucking play anymore.
I'm getting offered, bro. Do you see this type of money that these guys are offering me here? This is what I'm really worth. This is my real value.
And as stupid and petty as it sounds, I bet you a lot of people are going to be taking this move and then sticking it alongside of all the TOS bullshit that's happened for like the last year and a half, and looking at Twitch and going,
Listen,
Like how much like does it affect me whenever I go live all this TOS shit?
No.
But as a streamer, when you're on the platform, it still sits in the back of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where like when you're associated with it and you're talking with somebody who's outside the platform and you're describing it to them, and then they go and watch and see what's going on this website. It's like one of those things where you, like it's just by association you end up in this awkward situation. It's like I went there and I saw some pretty wacky shit. What is this website exactly? And in the past I could say, well, it's a video game streaming platform. I can't even say that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Like it is,
well, here's
but
the
it
other
also
thing.
isn't.
Here's the other thing that I thought of is when it comes to the terms of service, and we all know, people taking
It's a
cameras-
5-alarm fire.
cameras
It's
in
terrible.
the bathrooms. We're
It's a fucking dumpster fire. Dude.
we're seeing
It's embarrassing.
people abusing
It's embarrassing, and the people that are enforcing it should actually, straight up with you,
Well-
should feel shame.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, and I'm gonna just say this as a level-headed thing because
Yeah.
obviously whatever people do on this platform, I hate to see it. It's it's a universal thing. Everybody talks about it.
Rarely am I upset with the streamers.
Yeah, it's more of
It's more of what is Twitch applying their TOS
exactly, and it's very selective.
to. Yeah.
But here's the thing. This has got me thinking. Is it selective for a reason? Because it seems like the big guys and
Yeah.
gals,
Yeah.
they get away with
Murder?
murder. And the smaller guys and gals,
Mm-hmm.
you're getting the 7-day, 30-day bans.
Yeah.
Are they doing this because they're afraid that if they start permanently banning big talent,
Yeah.
that now even more than ever,
They're going to lose them.
they're going to lose them?
Yes.
And they're going right to Mixer.
It's money.
Now
It's money.
more than ever.
It's money.
You ban Doc. Doc goes into a bathroom again, or Doc does something,
Yeah.
and he gets in trouble
Yeah.
for the whatever time.
Yeah.
And imagine Twitch bans him. Says,
Yeah.
that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know where Doc is going the
Mixer.
next fucking day?
Mixer.
He doesn't retire.
No.
He doesn't say,
Well,
it
it's
was
been a
fun
good
while
one.
it's fun while it lasted.
It's been fun, Champions Club. Time to get out of here.
Bro, he goes right to Mixer.
Or YouTube or anywhere.
Or you anywhere. But now you definitely
Mixer,
go
100%.
right to, because now that Ninja's there, bro, now it's almost like Mixer's waiting for the implosion to happen.
Yeah.
It's like they probably
You
only have to pay.
fucking know that the people at Mixer are watching all of this drama around Twitch
Oh.
right now going,
They're just biding their time.
that's it.
And they're waiting.
But you know why this stuff happens on Twitch is because the people that often do it know they're going to get away with it. On Mixer, the culture, at least to this point, and who knows what's going to happen now.
Things
but
will
the
change,
culture
yeah.
to this point
Yeah.
is
Oh, you
if you go against a TOS,
you're gone.
You're getting reprimanded for it.
Yeah.
There is no gray area.
Yeah.
Just because you're bigger doesn't mean you can get away with shit. The TOS is here. It's not going to be as vague likely as Twitch. You can't get much more vague than fucking Twitch. They literally fucking rewrote it to be more vague so that they could make these weird fucking judgment calls on this case by case basis, and then getting to the point where it's so, dude, it's a goddamn. It's like the fucking
Here we go.
Twilight Zone.
Here we go.
When DJ Wheat goes on
I saw that on Twitter. I know.
and says, guys, look, hypothetically, I'm not part of the fucking team that deals with this shit, but here's what I would do if I was. And it's literally
Yeah, bro.
100 times more strict and on the nose than anything
Yeah.
that the whole fucking company would ever even have the sack to fucking do. And he's one of the top guys.
Yeah.
He's near the top, not corporately speaking, but he's about as close. He's old guard.
Yes.
He's OG and one of the few remaining.
Yeah. He's OG as fuck.
And you're going to go out there on Twitter and be like, yeah, I'm not, but this is what I would do. And how awkward is that for DJ fucking Wheat to say?
Yeah.
Because again, he's looking at it going, I'm part of this company.
Well, what does it tell
I
the
have a
community
young-
as
I have
well?
a- I have a
right?
young fucking son.
Yeah.
And whatever, I got this family, and then I've got to like describe to people what I like the website I work for and shit, and then I'm relatively high up, and all this shit is happening on the site where it's like a great mixture of how much cleavage and fucking, labia can I get away with? Or like as a man, how much verbal assault or physical assault can I get away with? Or how much fucking law breaking can I get away with?
Yeah.
Based on my size, like how let's find the fucking limit. And it just seems to be ad hoc. It doesn't even seem to have like any fucking sense to it.
Yeah.
I will never forget watching what's his name's girlfriend, Leah, legendary Leah, or whatever, who's
Soda Pop.
Soda Pop's girl, who was like Soda Pop. I don't know if they own mansions next to each other or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell was going on there. But I remember seeing a clip, this was like 2 years ago or something, where she was so fucking plastered, blind, 3 sheets, buckled, strudel, under the godforsaken fucking table.
I can't.
And she had like, at the time, she had like a busted, I'm sweating like a whore in church. Look at me, too.
I mean, you get
It's hot.
you
It's
get
hot in
worked
here.
up, Adam.
I was sweating like this before I even got
Adam,
here.
you get worked up.
So look, and she had like an ankle, like she had broken some shit or whatever. I can't remember what it was, but she like legit had a fucking walker because her or like something was so fucked up, and she was blasted. And she gets up, she's like, I'll be right back or whatever the fuck. And like, but she was like leaning back in her chair or some shit, doing some shit, and like the world sees her grandchildren, and then she stands up awkwardly because she's completely fucking out of her mind drunk, gets her walker, like she's a geriatric person in an old folks home, and tries to get up the stairs. And I was watching this clip going, am I going to see somebody die here? Because it was like a 17 stairs or some shit to get to the top. Am I going to see somebody fall over and actually just die? With the only thing like maybe saving grace is she's so drunk, she'll be like limp, and like that's a drunk person like in vulnerability. Because when you're sober and you fall, you like lock up, you fuck yourself up, but you're so drunk that you just fucking like octodad yourself down the stairs. She gets up the stairs like in this walker, barely gets there, and no joke, Soda Poppin', who I guess again like lives next door or some shit. I don't fucking know. But she's like downstairs and there's a door there, and Soda Poppin's like fucking kicks the door in and like gets inside and is like looking around for his girlfriend and finds her like 3/4 of the way up this fucking stairs, ready to fall over and die. Runs upstairs, and because she's using a webcam microphone, because anyone that big, the quality doesn't fucking matter. You just put on your C920 mic and go for it. And you hear their whole conversation, and he's sitting there going, do you know what you just did? Do you know what just happened? What are you doing? And it was this awkward, like, weird, personal, like, thing that's happening. And then, but in my mind, I went, all right, look, if literally anyone else just flashed generationally on camera, they're done. It's game over, at least for like a 30-day ban.
I mean, to be fair, back then, I think I know what you're talking about. It was a different Twitch back then.
But that's just it.
I know.
But that's just it.
I know.
It isn't any different now, really.
I know.
mean, like,
I know what you're saying.
right?
You know, the things you could get away with back then, I guess, is
So it's like she was
Yeah.
big. She's attached to Soda Poppin', who at that time was
yeah.
more significant of an individual than he would be now. But fuck, and then you saw that and you're like, what the fuck? And now the stuff that you're seeing now, where it's like, and again, you can't even like, I'm even afraid to say Alinity's name because so many people have gotten banned by Twitch for just mentioning her fucking name.
Yeah.
How fucking insane is that?
No comment.
And that's how fucked is that? That's embarrassing. You fucking assholes should be embarrassed. You're gonna tell me, and it's not about the fact that, it's like the cat's fine. It's an animal. It's not that she fucking yeeted it into a wall at Mach 4. The cat's okay. But it's the idea that on camera, you're gonna take your cat and just fucking yeet and just fucking throw it behind your head, and then in another clip, literally like spit vodka into your cat's mouth, which, by the way, for animals, only takes a very small amount before you done fucked your animal up. Not drunk, but just kill them. You got that, and then somebody put up a thing where somebody else they actually lined it up where they almost threw this, it was like synchronized cat yeeting. And then the fucking like throws it over their head, and that person got banned immediately. Fucking godforsaken PETA came out headhunting this girl for this whole action, but it's Alinity. She can do almost anything, and it doesn't matter. And so this is Twitch. And so Mixer, you god well fucking know, is watching all of this going, oh my God. If we bag Ninja, which we can because we're Microsoft and we have more money than God. If we bring him over here, people are already going to be thinking about leaving. And then every time there is a misstep, because the whole hitbox thing was for this exact reason.
It's true.
It was the shadow ban fucking bullshit that was happening when it wasn't so PC fucking weird, hyper specific targeted banning where it was ad hoc and all over the place. It was that, but it was even in a less harsh environment, and people left for that reason. And that was back then. Now it's a different, and now you're going to lose Ninja. People will move in a goddamn heartbeat. And Twitch for a short term might look at it and go, "That's okay. We can weather this storm." That's eventually not going to fucking fly anymore. And Amazon paid a lot of money for this platform, and they're coming up with a lot of different ways to try and monetize this shit to make it back. It's kind of like watching the UFC investors trying to make their money back. How many super fights can we fucking make happen? Like, that's what's happening, right?
It's true.
Instead of super fights, it's we can't ban these people because they make us too much money. And so Twitch is in a rock.
Which is also what the UFC's been
exactly
sort of been doing, too.
It's John Jones. How much coke and steroids can one man do before we ban him for life?
Well, infinitely.
If it was anyone else, they were probably already long gone. Unfortunately, every time we put John Jones on the card, we make $200 to $500 million.
Business.
And so here we are.
Business.
But again, it's you set a cultural precedent. Mixer has set the precedent where it's you do it against TOS, there are repercussions. Period. If they keep to that, somebody like a Doc or whatever goes in knowing that, they don't bother to test the waters.
Yeah. Well, they can't afford to.
You know what streamers are, dude? They're children. They're children growing up, testing the limit. You're going to find this out soon enough. Testing the limits of their parents. Where's the line? How much can I do before I get in trouble? And if I get in trouble this time, if I test it one more time, is the line in the exact same place as it was the last time I did it? If I swear in front of mom and dad and I get in trouble and sent to my room, the next time I do it, is the punishment the same, or is it more severe? Or is it maybe less? And if it is, well, I test it again.
Well, fuck.
Maybe it gets even less. And then eventually, I just don't get anything. Everyone's testing the fucking waters. And some people know that their water's a lot more fucking lukewarm than others. Whereas in Mixer, you touch the fucking stovetop, you're going to get burned.
Period.
Every time.
Yeah. Does Mixer stay completely gaming?
Yes.
I think it's a smart move, too.
They do, because it gives them... look, almost everything in this world at this point is more and more, whether it's jobs or otherwise, is how specialized can you be about something. Everything is like the specialization. You know, you work for a company, you go in, you specialize in something. They might make you do a bunch of different like side jobs and shit, but at the end of the day, you're not getting hired because you're a fucking like jack of all trades. You're getting hired because you're really goddamn good at one thing. Mixer, I think, is smart if they stick with gaming only. At best, open it to like gaming-related content of creative
cosplaying,
stuff like that. Like but it has to be game-centric to some degree. You can't do this mukbang shit.
Yeah.
Let's go eating publicly. Or let's put up a stream and see how far down the YouTube hole we can go.
Yeah, let's
do a reaction.
Let's just put
stream.
up cameras and sleep.
You gotta have a fucking line there. It's not just let's put on some music, and instead of even just being Just Dance, it's let's just put on some music and dance occasionally.
By a pool.
Yeah. Maybe involve an inflatable dinosaur.
Why not?
Bounce around for a bit. It's entertainment, Jeff. The dinosaur was Spyro. Okay.
Okay. Gaming related.
Gaming related.
Now you've found the loophole.
That's right.
We're in.
Fuck the loophole.
Well, holy shit.
But that's what I'm thinking right now, is for all the fucking pomp and the weird, the crazy that I just went through, is at the end of the day, is that I'm not the only one that has those thoughts.
No, we all do.
And Mixer knows that. And to this point in streaming history, short of a very small window of Hitbox and a very small window of YouTube, of which neither of those went all in like this.
No.
They themselves stuck a toe in the water.
Dipped. They just went, it's a little cold.
No.
I'll wait.
I'll wait a bit. Microsoft went, no, I'm good.
I'm diving.
I'm diving in.
0 fucks. I'm ready.
I'm
I've
ready
been
for it.
training.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
I'm going to Michael Phelps the fuck out of this pool.
That's right.
And there ain't shit you can do about it. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to get high as fuck while I do it. Because I'm Michael Phelps.
But we're not going to say anything.
But we're not going to say anything.
Because we're PG.
But I will once I retire and let everybody know.
Exactly.
There's nothing
Go
wrong
on the
with
Joe
marijuana.
Rogan podcast. Hey, you ever done DMT with an 8?
Well, holy shit.
Oh, Shady gifting 5 subs. Thank you, Shady. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Shady. Well, goddamn.
Dude, this is a wild fucking time, bro. It's wild.
It's crazy too to think that, and not to get hung up on the terms of service stuff because I mean you've went on your tear, but
everyone, there's not like sometimes I even hesitate to talk about it, not because I'm like afraid of reprimanding, but we've talked about it so much it becomes like a
it
moot
gets
point.
old, right?
But if you don't talk about it, then it's just gonna fucking
Yeah. It's does the problem, do you think, gets worse from here on out because this has happened, where they're extra afraid to lose talent to the other side, where it's like, holy shit, we can't really like before we were scared to lose them, but now we just might lose them in power and arm the enemy even more
yeah.
because of this. Or do you think it's just going to still, it is what it is, right?
Well, they're in a bit of a rock and a hard place because of it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think they give a shit.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think they care. I don't think the TOS thing is ever going to change. If anything, I think it will get worse. I think it will get even more lax with major streamers until it really and truly blows up in their face, because it's profit maximizing right now. It's double ads. It's fucking ads on raids. It's and then when people discover it, it's, oh, sorry, that was somebody pressed the wrong button in the back end. And no, you didn't, motherfucker. You ran ads on raids because you are trying to get as much fucking revenue out of this bad boy as you can, because you spent $2 billion on this company and you need to make it back. Nobody's stupid. We're not fucking idiots. We don't complain about it all the time because at the end of the day, most people aren't running ads anyway.
No.
People will complain about it because from a functional standpoint, you raid somebody, you can't even fucking hear them thank you for the raid or like welcome people in, or if they ask you a question, you're not even there. You're watching a fucking 18-minute long ad about Overwatch League that nobody gives a fuck about.
Or Twitch, the Twitch Prime,
or Twitch Prime
TV stuff. Although
TV
there is a couple shows on there that I've been seeing the ad and be like, you know what, I'd actually kind of fuck with that shit.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the ad wasn't 45 seconds long.
Yeah. And the thing is, I've gotten to the point now, I'm sure everybody's done this, where you see the ad and then you try and like refresh the page to like kind of skip it to see if it'll play, and it'll play again. You know what I mean? You're like, you just can't escape it. You just kind of got to let it, you got to kind of let it go. But yeah, it's a big deal. It's huge news. It's exciting. I think it's exciting because it gives Twitch an opportunity to make some positive changes if they're willing to do it. It makes it great for streamers because now they have a legitimate option that seems a lot better than what it was before, where it was not just a crapshoot. It's still a crapshoot, but now you've got somebody there that is the most reputable of them all, standing behind this. And I think that's great. And I think streamers are going to start to get paid a lot more money because of this. Not only because if Mixer, I don't know what Mixer's rates are. I don't know what their cuts are for subscriptions or anything like that.
I think it's base 50-50.
Yeah.
But
unless you're somebody
like
coming
here, there
They'll
are going to
probably
be
match
different
or
tiers.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I was going to say something else about that. So here's the other thing. If you're a Twitch right now, do you get every streamer to sign a new contract? You're locked in. There's no streaming, like in the clause. There's you can't stream on multiple platforms at once if you're partnered or whatever.
Well, they already have that.
They already have that. But I mean, you're locked in for a period of time, which means at any point you can't just go, "Oh, Mixer called me," or "Oh, I'm sick and tired of
Like
whatever I'm sick and
like a
tired of."
non-compete clause?
Non-compete, where you're just like, you know what, fuck this, right? I'm just going over to Mixer now. If you want to take off my partnership, you can.
I suspect that will happen, but only in the higher ends where a higher percentage is being pulled down.
Yeah.
And only for new contracts. I don't think they're likely to go run out and try and push a bunch of new contracts. But I think contracts moving forward would possibly at the higher end be like that. I don't think they're going to fuck with that with like regular partners and like affiliate shit.
Well, I think right now it would come off really aggressive because it'd be like, hey, we lost Ninja. Now we're going to make everybody sign a term.
People don't like signing contracts. They don't like the whole idea of it, and getting people to re-sign stuff is going to make them think that you're hiding shit somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or that the contracts could change again willy-nilly in the fucking future.
Yeah.
And it's gonna put people off.
I think for their big stars, we're going to start to see, especially if Twitch is the one providing them with opportunities, even more so than your standard streamer, where they're coming to them with big event opportunities or flying them in to do whatever, or getting them to be part of a promotional push for a specific game that is hired, that hires Twitch to get their game out there and played. Maybe there is going to be a clause that if you want to be part of this elite group of streamers that have these extra perks, and you have to sign a 1 or a 2 year deal to make sure that you're not just kind of eating and running type thing.
Yeah.
You're staying here at your home.
So it's possible, but here's the thing.
Because think about it.
Yeah.
Before you get into it.
Yeah.
Ninja wasn't under such contract. To our knowledge.
Nobody would be to this
Nobody
point.
would be.
No.
So if he was under a contract, this wouldn't have happened, or at least not yet. You know what I mean? So do they start protecting themselves, man? Like,
so I mean, they could be. Here's the thing.
Because they have every right to do that too. When you think about it, they really truly
do. They do. No, it's not about a right.
Yeah.
I think it's about perception.
Yeah.
So just like in user acquisition or customer acquisition, is the cost, and it doesn't have to always be money, but the cost of time or whatever, the effort involved, whatever the cost of acquisition, the cost of acquiring a new customer, the cost of acquiring major talent, et cetera, is always more expensive than retaining a customer, almost exclusively. There are very few instances in which the opposite is true. So with that in mind, it would stand to reason to me that putting something like that in is going to scare more people away than it would keep them.
Yeah.
In Twitch's mind, they might run some numbers and say, okay, well, if we leave it open, there's this % chance that they're going to walk within this time frame. That's going to cost us this X amount of dollars. But if we, but at the same time, you could look at it and say, if we don't do that and we just let them be, not bring it up, and keep working with them in a positive way, keep it positive, keep it good for them, there's this % chance that they walk, and this is how much money we lose.
Yeah.
And maybe they have to pay them a little more money. Maybe they have to work a little harder for them to find sponsorships, et cetera, give them some more perks.
Yeah.
That's going to cost them less money on average, in my opinion, my estimation, than it would be to put something as scary, because for a streamer, a non-compete for multiple years
contracts
is
are scary,
fucking terrifying, right?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
I mean,
Nobody
a 2-year
wants
deal
that.
could be your whole career.
Exactly. And if you are, and again, this would only really apply to bigger streamers.
Yes.
So, where again, your window for making your most amount of money, 2 years could be the entire window.
Yeah.
Before you fizzle out.
Yeah.
So
3 to 5 is like
off.
3 to 5 is like having a 15-year career.
You're doing real well.
At an accounting firm.
Exactly. So that's what they have to weigh is Are we going to try and play it ultra safe and like cover our own ass? What does that look like? You know, how do our talent perceive that? And does that shift them into thinking when we send them that contract, looking at it and going, well, if they're trying to get me to do this now, because if you do that, it's gonna. Their first thought is, do I sign this or do I walk now?
Yes, I agree.
Right before they sign it.
I agree.
So it'll almost be like Twitch is now putting the thought in their head.
Choose.
Exactly. They're putting it in their mind.
Yeah.
When it might not even necessarily be a forefront thing.
Yeah.
They do that, it's going to be the forefront.
Yeah.
Because now you're forcing them to think about it. It's almost like an ultimatum.
Oh, it is an ultimatum.
So, so I would think that it would be an unintelligent thing to do personally. Does that mean that they won't do it? No. But
I think if they did do it, I think there'd be a perk to doing it. So if you sign a 2-year deal, maybe you get a 50-cent raise on your subscriptions.
There has to be something.
Or something, right?
Has to be.
Yeah.
You have to incentivize.
Yeah.
But again, I would rather not do that, still incentivize for less.
Yeah.
Than you would have to if you were going to offer an exclusivity deal. And don't put it in their fucking mind.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Because again, it's almost always the case that keeping a customer once you have them is cheaper than acquiring new customers.
Yeah.
And if Microsoft is out there poaching Ninja, they can poach whoever the fuck they want. That's such a big dick energy power play. It says to Twitch, not only can we take whoever we want,
we're taking your guy.
we're taking your guy.
Gone.
The first one. We didn't take a small one first.
Yeah, no.
We went straight for the fucking head of the beast.
Yeah, we went to the
and
jugular.
we cut it off and we took it home and put it on our wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so if we want to come back and take anything else,
Oh, we will.
you know that we can and will.
Yeah.
And so Twitch can't just. Twitch has to think awfully hard about how their next few moves are going to be because. But it's also possible that they look at this and look at their roster of talent that they have right now and what's been coming up and say, that's fine. And then brush it off, which I think would be.
I think it'd be dumb.
I think it would be naive.
Yeah, I think it would be dumb. I think there is truth to it, though. I think they are so big that they don't need Ninja, but it's how they play their cards here from here on out. You know, if they start improving some other things and you know, they just start wowing people. You know, it's that thing where competition always brings innovation and changes the game. Ideally, this is where Twitch just goes to a whole nother level and says, oh, okay, yeah, Microsoft, you may have come in and fucking stole our dude with a blank check.
Yeah.
But there's something you can't do.
Yeah.
And that is create this amazing community.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you why we are who we are. And you'll never, there isn't a fucking check you can write that you can build this. And if they do that and they go out and they have the power to do it, then that right there is an even bigger power play than this. You know, they got shot here, they're hurt.
Yeah.
They've been wounded, but that's all it is. It's a wound.
Yeah.
It'll heal. They'll leave a scar, but it'll be a war scar. And if they play their cards right, they can literally stick a middle finger to Microsoft and say, listen, you're still just fucking Mixer.
So here's my question to you. You and I have been in this since before Twitch was branded. We were Justin TV originals. So we knew and talked with Emmett personally. We knew all the originals.
Yeah.
Gun Run, the whole night, DJ, the whole everyone.
Emmett called me and said, you want to join?
Exactly.
Yes, I do.
We know knew because they're not with the company anymore. Yeah. So like almost nobody.
Yeah. So
my question to you is, if you said that now, if all those original people were at the company, that when Twitch was a community first environment, and they were building it as such, and the people, it wasn't perfect, but the people were damn good at building community.
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now, and what we have seen from Twitch since the acquisition by Amazon, do you actually have faith that they can counter that in any appreciable way from a community standpoint?
Yeah.
Do you think they have it in them?
I still think that there are those great community leaders that still work at Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's probably just a hierarchy, a corporate side that are saying no. That's not what we envision.
But that's what I mean.
Right?
Like, so knowing what you know now, like, what are the odds that happens?
I think if there was ever a shift, now this is where we're going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because, I mean, if there was ever a time where you're going to change your ways,
This would be the time.
this is it. This is like a dude getting caught cheating on his wife, and she's actually giving you an opportunity to make things right. You
Yeah.
know, take some counseling, fucking do whatever the fuck, you know, show that you're a changed man or whatever.
Yeah.
She's willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, are you going to go and start fucking whoever you want again? Well, I guess we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everybody gets second chances.
Yeah.
I mean, Twitch is so big that quite literally they've got 9 lives and then some.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in terms of having a reputation of community,
Yeah.
I think they've got a shot here. And I would like to believe, because I'm in corner Twitch,
Yeah.
and I believe, you know, I'm an old school guy, so I remember the good old days, and there's still,
Yeah.
you know, Twitch today. I mean, I make more money off Twitch now than I did back in the heyday.
Yeah.
But it was a different type of thing. Obviously, it's bigger now. So
There's a lot of variables involved there.
yeah.
It's-
But at the end of the day, it's not just about that. It is pretty obvious that anybody that's been around, I mean, like you said earlier, you're seeing it on Twitter from people that literally work at Twitch and ex-employees that are like, you know, things have changed. Some for the good, a lot for the bad in terms of community.
Money can
and
help a lot of things. It can also fuck a lot of shit
Yeah.
up.
So I think if there's an opportunity, now is it. I'd like to think that Twitch is going to innovate now. Not only on how their platform runs, because also with Ninja being over there, there's going to be a lot more people finding Mixer for the first time and then experiencing what real quality streams look like.
Yeah.
Basically 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And there is a difference. When you hang out on Mixer for a while and you go to Twitch, there's a difference. And we've talked about it
Yes.
many times.
Yeah.
And, you know, to the average person, it's whatever. They might just want to watch Fortnite, and as long as there's sound in a video, it's whatever. But, I mean, how embarrassing is that to be the biggest platform in the world, losing your big guy, and they're doing it better over there in a lot of ways. And I think that it's an opportunity for Twitch just to say, okay, you know what? Nice play.
Now it's our turn.
Now it's our turn.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to fucking, you know, now we're...
Well, they have 2 options. They either brush it off and downplay it and don't even talk about it, and then just business as usual.
I don't think they should do it that. I don't
Or-
think they should. I think
well,
they should
neither do
step
I.
up and make a fucking...
Or they step up.
Yeah.
And they take their dick out.
Yes.
And swing big.
And I'll tell you right now, their dick, and maybe not their money dick is not as big as Microsoft.
Amazon's money dick's pretty big.
Well, I suppose you're right. I suppose you're right.
In fact, there's a good chance.
It's a chance it might
as
actually be big,
or
as
bigger.
big or bigger. But let's be, you know, there. I guess
It's-
Amazon.
are they willing to use it?
Yeah, I mean, the Amazon dick here isn't necessarily for Twitch. You know, Microsoft. It's very connected with the core of Microsoft. You know what I
Yes,
mean? But yes, both dicks are very huge. But let's say
Yeah.
in terms of what we've built and what we currently have,
Yeah.
motherfucker. You know, when you were an infant, Mixer, you used to fucking look at our dicks and say, "Oh my god, what a dick! That dick I'd love to have one day." You know what I mean? That's what that is. Like that dick is huge. I want that dick. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, you know, Twitch needs to put their dick on the table
Yeah.
and say, maybe not their financial dick,
No.
but just their dick of community, their dick of grind, their dick of why am I making more dick jokes?
It's all
They're-
dick.
It's all, you know how
It's
I
all
am.
dick.
The analogies are all dick.
It's all
just
dick.
fucking whip out your double mandingo
Yes.
2-time, put it on the table,
Yeah.
and say, okay,
Yes.
motherfucker, you took LeBron,
You
bitch.
want to measure?
Yeah, you get out a fucking stick and make sure it's the one that is not a stick, but the one that, you know, the thing that you use for the garden where you just do your whole house, like the one that goes for like
A
7,000
surveying tape?
Surveying tape. Get it because it's long. You know what? It might have been flaccid for a while.
You need the surveying laser.
Yes.
Where you just like you have like one guy setting up the laser carefully at one end.
Yes.
And then the other guy's like a quarter kilometer down the other side, and they're
Yes.
getting it dialed. Yeah, you want one of those.
Dial that in.
Yeah.
All right? This survey dick, it might be flaccid right now, but we're about to go hard.
We really need some new analogies around
Yeah,
here.
we do, but you know what? We're just going to keep going with it because it's
That's
always
right.
been a thing. I don't care.
That's true.
I ain't changing for nobody.
That's true.
We're about to go hard. So that's what Twitch needs to do, and they've got the dick to do it.
Yes.
It's just a matter of, are they willing to use it?
Do they
Because
want to use it?
Do they want to use that dick?
Yeah.
I say go for it. I say fight back. I say innovate. I say get better. I say just fucking go for it.
I hope they do. I think I think that just from the perspective of people looking at it, if they see a non-reaction, I think that reads as weakness.
yeah.
So they need to do something.
Yeah.
What that is, I don't fucking know. I don't have a godforsaken fucking clue, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know how you respond to that. They just stole Ninja.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I want to know what that boardroom meeting was like when they were sitting around.
Can you imagine the morning when they just realized they
And
lost the dude?
and
When they realized they lost,
but
he's
not
gone.
even that they lost it. It was probably before that. It was probably like when they got the call
I'm gone.
where Ninja says, "Hey guys, so
August 1st.
Microsoft is offering this. What would you like to do for me?" And then they said, "Hold on a second," and they pressed the button.
Wait.
And then there was nothing but manic screaming around the office.
Fuck! Is he not making enough fucking money off Red Bull? Fuck! Why is he coming to us for this?
Linda! Linda, do we have the money for this? Call accounting! Accounting calls back, no! We don't!
And then they
We
patch,
just spent too much money promoting Overwatch League!
they patch back into Ninja. Now, Ninja, you do know you're going to Mixer, right? And we're Twitch, and we just bring so much more to your
the
brand.
table.
And you know,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, think about it. You
mean,
know,
yeah,
we,
it's true.
you know, all
Okay.
the, you know, remember New Year's Eve?
Yeah, that was fun.
You know, didn't we pay you $1 million
remember
for
how
that?
I had to like awkwardly try to get people to dance and nobody did?
Remember that time when we got you hooked up, likely with Apex, and we made that deal. Think of those.
I still have PTSD.
Think of those, Ninja. Think of those.
You know what heals my PTSD? $25 million. You got more?
Shares.
And shares. Both. You got anything else for you?
And I'm gone.
Okay.
And I'm gone.
Yeah. And then they hang up the phone gently. And they turn around. A few people fainted.
Can you? Can you imagine? Seriously, can you imagine the room? Can you imagine calling the higher ups and going, bro, listen, you're not gonna believe this conversation, but I think we just lost Ninja. I think Ninja's gone. To Mixer.
And so you go, so they're can you
What?
repeat? Can you I'm sorry, I thought you just said that we lost Ninja. I haven't been awake for very long. I haven't had my morning fucking cinnamon dolce grande suck my dick sideways Samuel yet. Could you please? The lineup at Starbucks is long. Could you? This bubble tea hasn't hit me yet. Could you You know I need my avocado toast before we can have this kind of conversation. Can you maybe just repeat that one more time?
I think we lost Ninja.
Okay, just 1 second. I've got one extra large for Tommy. My name's Jim. Ah!
Oh, fuck, bro. That's crazy. You want to know what? Okay, here we go. Another hypothetical for the lulz, because this is the only topic we got. Hey, what was your name again? Tommy? Jim?
Jim.
Jim. Sorry. Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
This is 6 months later.
Do I need to sit down for this?
Hey, Jim. I think we lost Shroud.
Can you just give me a second?
Actually, sorry. We lost C9. Shroud goes with him. Fuck. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. Don't call me again.
We have to let you go, Jim. We can't afford this
we
anymore.
gotta let you go, Jim. Jim, you gotta go. The shareholders are calling and they ain't happy.
Bro,
Woo!
It's gonna be
Big-
spicy.
It's big. Oh, it's spicy, bro.
It's spicy
It's
as
so
fuck.
spicy.
Yeah,
I
it's
could
a lot
talk
of-
about it for 10 hours.
it's a lot of
It's so
spice.
fucking spicy.
It's a lot of spice.
And it's only going to get more spicy. I feel like for like the next month, we're going to be talking about this because there's going to be, I can guarantee there's going to be streamers coming up with woodwork.
Shit.
There's going to be headlines. There's going to be this. There's going to be that. Then there's going to be rumors about how much money was being given for this. There's going to be all kinds of shit to talk about. Right now, it's fresh.
Yes,
Right now, it's super fresh.
it is fresh.
I don't even think the people at Twitch really know what they're gonna do, or they might have been preparing.
Dude,
it was
what
like
are the- what
Ninja
is
was
the-
just streaming on the platform.
What is
like,
the internal, like, I don't know what Twitch uses internally, if they use like Slack or some shit. Like, what does the chat room in Twitch from top to bottom look like today?
well, it's bad. I mean, it's
What's the water cooler talk like at Twitch today?
my guess is it's probably fairly quiet in the office. Like everybody's just
Like,
going
deathly
along.
quiet
Yes,
because-
yes, like there's been death.
Yeah.
and people are just kind of
People are wearing black armbands.
yeah. TwitchCon will be very interesting this year too. I wonder if they'll mention something there. I mean, this would be a great opportunity for them to build a plan and come out with a huge announcement or improvements of some sort, or even an answer to what has just happened, and maybe an explanation or something. It would be a great. It's almost like it's a perfect timing. It gives them a couple of months to get their footing right. Come out with something.
That's not a lot of time for this.
I know, but I mean, chances are they didn't find out about this last week.
No, they've known
This
about it
is
for a long
probably
time.
something that has been battled
Few
back
months.
and forth for 3 months or
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Maybe even the beginning of the year. I don't know.
Well, Ninja, this all makes sense now because Ninja's kind of been, like, in the grand scheme of things, quiet
Yeah,
on his front
yeah,
and not quite as active.
yeah.
And has talked about it openly on social media and been apologizing a lot for that kind of shit. I have to assume that this has been a large part of why that's been the case. So, yeah, that's really the most interesting thing now, is to see what the reaction is from Twitch. What do they do? How do they do it? Do they do anything at all? And how do they address it?
Yeah, I mean, it's
How-
really.
Do they just have a reaction in terms of like doing something to combat it, or do they actually make a statement about it, or what? Like, how do they? How do you go about?
Well, you can't clap back at Ninja or anything
No.
publicly. You basically just go, listen.
We wish
tried-
you all the best on your next stage
That's
in
it.
your career.
That's it.
It's been a good time.
And you know what? They might even say something in the lines of, "We tried, guys. We
Yeah.
tried to keep them." And it seems like Ninja wants to go into a different direction, or he wants to. And even in Ninja's video, he even said it was this video where he was walking up to a podium.
Yeah.
And there was all the news reporters, and he was playing all the different news reporters and answering,
Yeah, of course.
asking him questions. And they're very PG questions. They were non-controversial questions. But he basically said this, which was a weird thing to say, and kind of almost a slap to Twitch in a way, where he said, what does this mean for Ninja or whatever? I'm paraphrasing because I only watched it once. But he said something of the fact that he wants to get back to his roots.
Yeah.
And he wants to get back to Ninja of old.
Yeah.
Which is, what...
You know what that means? I don't play Fortnite for 10 hours a day anymore.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
That means he's probably going to. Oh shit!
Oh my God, Halo.
Halo, dude. Hey, we just had to say.
Oh.
Halo!
I didn't even think of that, bro.
Halo!
I didn't even think about that fucking shit.
Halo!
Oh my God, dude.
That's the play.
Oh my God.
That's the.
Oh my God, bro. We just both had it at the same fucking time.
That's it.
Holy shit.
He's doing Halo.
God fucking damn, bro. And it's a Microsoft motherfucker. God damn, dude. Fucking Halo.
It's Halo.
He's gonna be the
That's
face
his
of Halo,
roots.
bro.
That's his roots. It's
He's
Halo.
going back. Holy fuck. It took like an hour and a half, but we got there.
how
did
did
I
it
not
not-
even... How's nobody said this yet? I've been...
It took me for you to say his roots.
His roots in this.
And then I went, wait, his roots are Halo.
God damn, bro.
changes everything.
Bro, we got to tweet it. We got to tweet it. We cracked the case. Technical Alpha Live has cracked the
changes everything.
Goddamn. We cracked it. We cracked it. Holy shit. He's going back to Halo, bro. He's going to fucks with Fortnite for a while. He's going to pimp off Minecraft and any other Microsoft game that comes out and sell fuck ton. Once Halo comes out, bro, not only classic Halos that are getting redone, but the fucking new one that comes out, bro. He's gonna turn that shit into a fucking full-blown goddamn esport, bro. And he's gonna be back to his goddamn roots. Fucking nubs.
My God. Dude, how did we not think of that immediately? That literally never crossed my mind until you said going back to my roots. I never watched the video. But that makes so much more sense now.
I don't even think he used the word roots.
But just going...
He used it going back to Ninja of Old or something. Which, boom.
This changes everything. That actually just changes everything now. This whole thing makes so much more sense now. He's going to do fucking Halo. That's nuts. Dude, they're going to have Ninja. They're going to have, like, Golden Boy.
Can you imagine if Summit hops on that fucking train?
Oh, my God.
Dude, Mixer would be the fucking perfect... You think about that. Mixer would be the perfect place where it is Halo-centric. And you have Ninja.
What was already going to be Halo Center.
Yes, but now with Ninja.
But now it is Halo. Dude, this is some shit. This is some shit. This is giving the next Halo such a fucking jump off point that if they fuck up now, well, they couldn't have done anything else. This is it. Where else do you go from there in terms of legitimizing Halo again? Where do you go from there? Where do you go from there?
I'm in shock. I can't believe we didn't even think of it. I haven't even seen a person tweet anything about fucking Halo.
I'm sure we're not the first people to think about that.
I know, but I mean,
it makes so much sense that you wonder how you didn't think about it immediately.
Exactly.
Makes you feel like an idiot.
And dude, and it goes to show, because we're thinking, how in the fuck does Halo break through? How
we talked about that.
Yeah, and it's like
in the streaming world.
In the streaming world, because Halo will sell because it's Halo.
This is it.
How do you put it in the forefront?
This is it.
You buy out Ninja,
yeah,
the guy who was originally known for Halo. The kids don't even know that shit.
No.
The Fortnite kiddies, they don't even know.
They're going to know now.
That Ninja's a Halo god. They might have heard the whispers and the legends and the tells, but they didn't care because
these kids were barely alive when Halo was around.
They go, dude, and we talked about this on a podcast where we're like, well, the kids, they don't care about Halo. They don't know what it is. They only like Fortnite, blah, 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 blah. But what happens if you have the biggest face in Fortnite being the one that introduces them to the game that they don't know they love yet?
Dude. The chess pieces are in place now. They've pretty much got it in terms of bringing Halo back. They just have to bring it home. That's all they got to do. They just have to make sure that they don't blow a tire on the way in. Just don't burn up on entry. Just That's it.
That's it. I mean, I really don't have anything else to add.
That's it.
A case is cracked. Bro, he's trending worldwide right now.
Yes, he is.
He is trending worldwide. See? Been holding on to it for quite some time.
I'll be streaming on Mixer full time now. And I'm honestly at a loss for words.
Wait, he's streaming this right now?
No, just made a message.
I just feel like I'm gonna get back to the streaming roots. And
Oh, he just used the word.
so
He just used the word roots.
That's
He just used the word roots.
that's the he's not talking about the band on late night television.
No. Well, he's not going to be going and cussing and doing whatever the fuck he was doing in his roots.
No.
He's going to start
But he's
playing
talking about Halo
again.
He's talking about how in the fuck did we not think about that immediately? That is such an
I'm
obvious.
going to tell you guys right now,
such an
I will
obvious
bet
play.
any amount of money when Halo comes out, this motherfucker is going to be the guy pushing this thing and being a god and showing how much fun it is. That's it.
things are just going to be the exact
Whoops.
same. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the platform. All right.
God damn.
Yo, what's going on?
Stop.
It was like
stop
it was like
replaying.
hiding in plain sight. It was like it's so obvious that it just didn't even dawn. Just didn't even dawn on us.
I'm at a loss for words, bro, because that's an even bigger power play. I'm just the moves on moves on moves. I'm putting that in the.
Bro.
There's the tweet, guys. Go ahead and retweet it. Do whatever you want. Technical Alpha broke it here first. Not really, but
Not really.
probably
We're
not.
gonna, we're gonna pretend like
We're
we
gonna
did.
pretend like we did.
Make us feel better about ourselves.
And what was so great about it is we both figured it out
Just the same-
at the exact
Same time.
same fucking time, bro. It was. I'm gonna have to rewatch
The reaction
fucking
to that?
reaction because it was like fucking.
Holy shit, dude. That's it. It's not like he's gonna stop playing Fortnite.
No.
'Cause that's his bread and butter?
That's his bread and butter.
But you better believe that they're gonna be milking that Halo game.
Microsoft, man, this play is bigger than. I mean, it was big, but now it's like, damn, this is even going to help out Halo as a whole
Yes.
come back
Yes.
into relevancy.
Yes.
Which in it itself is $1 billion play.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
you just think about it: movies, shows.
How many
the
copies
game,
of Halo sell when Ninja starts playing it?
Oh, infinite amount.
Oh. Fuck.
Well, shall we move into TVs? And I think we've peaked.
I think
mean,
we
at this
peaked.
point,
That's it.
we've talked
There's
about
no
it
up
for
from
God
there.
knows how long,
That's it.
and I think we've just cracked the case.
That's it.
We're
Good
there.
job. Sherlock Holmes.
If you
Anything
guys
happen?
want to,
Oh yeah, sell out.
yeah, I'm
go,
going to sell
ahead.
out.
Go sell out a bit.
Patreon.com/legtv. Go ahead, head on over there. If you really like the podcast, you want to show some extra love, you can. If not, hey, that's cool too. Just do us a favor. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, share it with a friend. If you're watching on iTunes, Spotify, wherever, leave a review if the option's there.
Do it.
Tell everybody it's an amazing podcast and it's great. We've been doing this now for 2 years?
2 years. Over 2 years.
Over 2 years. Goddamn, we getting old.
Yeah.
And I have been an absolute degenerate, and I have been out there in the trenches trying to find us some sponsors.
Oh.
I've been sending out some pitch decks. I'm in some talks.
It's probably the old pitch deck.
No, I made it's not like a colorful one. I just
Oh,
like a breakdown.
It's not like the fancy one I made
No.
originally.
Yeah, no.
Those numbers wouldn't play anymore.
Those
anyway.
numbers don't play anymore.
Not even a little bit.
No, but I mean now with Twitch and and things, we might be. I mean today not so much because I wasn't streaming before, but
Still
hey,
good night.
we're still fucking.
We're still doing well. We're fucking with it.
We're still fucking beating those YouTube numbers.
That's right. Bless you, Twitch, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, go ahead and hit us all up on the social medias, follows, all that great stuff. What other sellouts are there? I think that's really just about it.
That's about it.
That's really about
That's
it.
really about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every Thursday.
That's right.
We've been off a little bit the last couple weeks. but
Timing's been a little weird.
We're gonna try and get back on schedule for next week.
Yeah,
3 p.m. Eastern.
Buckle her down a bit.
But beyond that, movies and TV.
What happened? Anything?
Well, Hobbs and Shaw
Oh, is
Came
that
out-
now?
tonight,
Oh, that's tonight.
and apparently
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Well, I don't think we needed any reviews
Yeah.
to inform us of the levels of
Yeah.
crazy
Apparently it's just a good time.
that this. Well, that's all it is.
Yeah. It's a good time.
I don't know why they even have Fast and Furious attached to the name anymore. Just call it what it is. It's Dwayne the Rock Johnson going out there and just doing bigger and better. Like they talked about, like somebody actually like involved in the series actually mentioned, that it wasn't out of the realm of possibility for Fast and Furious to go to space.
Oh, it's inevitable. Fast 10
And
in space.
I'm checking out at that point. I'm sorry. That's just fucking.
I'm still going just to see.
I'll see it for the dumpster fire, but
you
I
want
have
to know?
long since
But you want
checked
to know
out.
what's crazy about Fast and the Furious? It's if there's one franchise that could make it work, because this is what Fast will do. If they go to space, bro,
Yeah.
the fucking the franchise at that point will merge into like a fucking Star Trek show, like a movie.
No,
where
stop.
now, dude, just think about it.
Stop.
Just think about it, okay? It'll turn into a fucking sci-fi. Think about this.
Yeah.
They start street racing, all right?
Yeah.
Then they move into this like heist, gangster type, whatever the hell they got going on.
Yeah.
Now they're moving into borderline superpowers. And where do you go after this? You go to space.
We find out that the Fast and the Furious franchise is actually in the same timeline and universe as Star Trek, and then the Fast and the Furious franchise just becomes Star Trek.
But here's the crazy thing. They do a space movie. Next thing you know it, they're finding different types of humans or they're aliens or whatever.
don't stop.
Dude, I'm fucking shitting.
No.
Dude, I'm shitting you not. And the next thing you know it becomes
No.
a fire action-packed
No, don't.
sci-fi thriller.
Stop.
And now it's fast. Dude, it's horrible to even think about it. But you almost can picture it, bro. I mean,
Well, it's not almost, as I can picture it, because the series has gotten so stupid now that it just. But I mean, what do we?
I low-key want to see that movie ASAP. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to see it on the biggest screen possible. And I want to see, because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham together is a pretty fucking good time.
Yeah.
The banter between them two,
It's gonna
a
be good.
pretty fucking good time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
apparently, bro, there is. I don't even want to say anything because then somebody will say something stupid.
Yeah.
But there are surprises in this movie. I don't know what they are, but people were saying you should probably see it sooner than later because the surprises in it, and they kept it. They kept the embargo, the review embargo,
Right.
until the night before
Oh, wow.
it worldwide released.
Okay.
And they showed the movie privately like a week ago.
Hmm.
They did a premiere because there is legitimate like wow moments and
Okay.
things that happen in this
Okay.
that you're like, whoa. Then now you're gonna have this weird combative thing where
Mm-hmm.
you've got The Rock and his franchise, because if this makes $1 billion,
Yeah.
then you got Vin Diesel, who's the brainchild of all this, and they
Yeah.
hate each other.
Yeah.
Right? Even in the last movie they were in together, they wouldn't film together on set.
Yeah.
They fucking hate each other. Egos just fucking. The Rock's now taking his, the mantle here. He's gonna make a bunch of money. Got Vin Diesel now. They're filming Fast 9 as we speak, obviously without The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Then the director comes out of Fast 9 and says this. He comes out and says, I don't know if it was the director or somebody I think it was the director, comes out and says this. He drops this bomb. He says, the Fast and the Furious franchise is going to do right for Han. And they showed a picture of Han. So, bro, not only do I think Han will be coming back, that's going to be their trump card. We may have lost The Rock, but guess who we have coming back?
Dude, Han's my favorite character, bro.
It's a favorite character for a lot of people. A lot of people. And everybody's salty because they did Han wrong. That's like this whole fucking...
They did fuck on him.
Yeah. So now there's this thing going where they're like, we're going to do right by Han, right? So we'll see what happens. But Fast and Furious, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's
Heard that was
ninth
pretty
film.
good.
I hear it's great. I still haven't gone. Dude, I haven't had time to go see a movie. I need to find time. What else was there? I think that's really about it. I mean, those are two big movies coming out back to back. No other real movie news or shows or anything like that. So that's pretty much it for that.
Yeah, no, I haven't even watched Stranger Things season 3 yet or anything like that. I've watched a plethora of bad Nicolas Cage movies. They're all bad.
Of course.
One I watched. I can't remember which one. I can't remember the name of whatever. Oh no, it was a 211. And it was entirely based around, which I guess is the call sign for like a bank robbery or whatever for police force. And this movie was, it was so bad that it was the first movie since The Room that I had seen where, despite the fact that everyone was English speaking, they still dubbed like 30% of the cast.
Yeah. Well, the reason why that usually happens is the actors and actresses suck balls.
Or the audio guys were so shit that they had to redo.
That too. There is that too. A lot of the time, it is performance. It is the performances, because it gets to the point where they go, "Shit, we hired the wrong person. We're too deep into this. Fuck it. We'll redub all the parts that sound like dog shit." Or they had a massive audio issue, which also not good, and it is distracting as fuck.
On a set where it was probably a $200,000 budget for the whole movie, it's probably not out of the realm of possibility that was the case.
They're using like an H5 Zoom microphone,
H6N or something, like just like their old handheld, and they've strapped it to like a fucking broomstick,
and they're just like
they're just like holding it above, hoping for the best. That's kind of what it sounded like.
Great,
but real bad. Watched Next as well, which was also absolutely fucking terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't a good movie. I saw that. You got to stop watching so much Nicolas Cage. I know you like him, man, but you're gonna
it's not that
you're gonna end up hating him after you watch so many of these shitty movies, bro.
So like it's I respect the fact that he just does, like, you have to respect a certain amount of Nicolas Cage for just not giving a fuck.
He just phones it in, bro. He's collecting paychecks, bro. He just phones it in.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's made his money.
Yeah. Now
he's just like, whatever.
Shit.
You know what? I'm not an A-list actor anymore.
No.
Nobody is going to the theater to watch Nicolas Cage.
No.
Actually, they don't even go in theater.
No.
I think
it's straight to Netflix.
I think there was that one movie, Mandy, that was like in select theaters.
And that went over relatively okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, he's not a movie star.
I also watched just some other random shit, but it's kind of like, on one hand, like I put them on when I'm working out because I don't want to watch like really good shit all the time and then work out because I'm not seeing the movie or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But there is something entertaining about watching shitty fucking movies. There is some weird part of me that derives pleasure from seeing a really bad movie. Now there are movies that are so bad in a certain way where it just...
That's what makes the 90s movies so great, is because they're so
all
campy and bad.
Yeah. I watched last night was an Arnie movie. I can't remember what was the name of that one.
An old one?
I know, like just the real recent, where he was like a
with
SWAT
his daughter
guy. No, it was like a SWAT guy.
Oh shit! I did see. I think I saw that.
Where he was like part of the drug squad.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And he gets caught up in a bunch of shit.
And the other dude that was like
the
one
black
of the
guy.
One of the strippers. Yeah, there's a couple of black dudes in it, but one of the strippers from Magic Mike. Fucking what's his name? The Spanish chick's husband.
I forget. I think I've seen that movie, dude.
He was in it too, and that was bad.
Yeah. You know who makes good movies that I think you should check out?
What's that now?
And he makes, like, his movies aren't big anymore. He used to be a big. Same thing with Nicolas Cage and Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that. Although Arnold is still a movie star to some degree.
He can still pull in a decent amount of money.
Yeah, depending on the franchise.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
Okay.
You start watching some Mel Gibson movies, bruh.
Freedom!
Dude, not only can that guy direct, he's one of my favorite. He's actually one of my favorite directors.
It's just a shame that he's batshit crazy.
He is, but you know what? I separate the art from the person. I just go in and I just enjoy his films.
Oh, sure.
Not only is he a great director, but his lower budget films that he stars in,
real solid.
Dude, it's some solid shit, bro. And there's one individual, I'll give you the name to, that you could check out, and I think it's on Netflix.
That's the one, shady. Joe Manganiello. Yeah. Is that attractive motherfucker? But yeah.
Damn, he's working on. Dude, Mel Gibson's working on all kinds.
He's kind of making his way back.
Oh, he's made his way back big time, bro.
Yeah. I watched the other day. I watched a really bad Sylvester Stallone movie,
Bloodfather. Check that movie out.
Okay.
Bloodfather. It's a lower budget gangster type movie, where I do believe his daughter, gets mixed up, like his estranged daughter gets mixed up in with some shit, and it's a solid film.
So it's a Liam Neeson movie with Mel Gibson.
Yes,
at the head.
with a way better actor.
Okay.
It's a solid damn movie.
Watched Walk Amongst the Tombstones starring Liam Neeson.
Oh,
also
how was
bad.
That?
Yep, it's bad. And then that Sylvester Stallone movie. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Can't off the top of my head. but it was a Sylvester Stallone movie where he was only in about 10 minutes of the entire movie, which was really weird because he's like on the cover thing. It was everyone else doing shit, and then Sylvester Stallone just shows up at the end and plays hero, and then like does some really cliche shit, and that's it. Oh no. Fire microphone quality, by
Oh
the
yeah,
way.
dude.
What?
You know what that means? I don't play Fortnite for 10 hours.
Then when you said this,
That's what that means.
there it goes.
That means he's probably going to. Oh shit!
Oh my God, Halo.
Halo, dude. You just had to say.
I didn't even think about that fucking shit. Halo. Oh my God, dude. That's the play. Oh my
That's
God,
funny.
bro. We just both had it at the same fucking time. That's it. Holy shit.
He's doing Halo.
God fucking damn.
Yes.
That's a good clip.
Yes.
That's a good clip. But yeah, watching lots of bad movies, and but again, just there's something weirdly entertaining about those bad movies. So, been getting a little bit of that in. But otherwise, yeah, I haven't watched anything really solid in a while.
There, if you guys want to retweet that one there. Shady posted it there.
Yeah. So
What was this? I'm so sorry, dude. What was the movie that you said it was?
Oh, it was a Sylvester Stallone thing. I can't remember the
okay.
name of it now, but literally 10. I'm not even joking.
10 minutes.
Like
and that
it was
it.
him as like a detective standing at the board, standing at like the board at the police station with like all the yarn lines and everything everywhere, like connecting the dots.
Yeah.
And then it was basically everyone else in the movie acting and doing shit. And then he, right at the fucking end of the movie, finally leaves the police station, drives in the car. There's a bunch of scenes of him just like in the car. And then he shows up, does like a firefight where he just got, does like he's a superhero. Somehow doesn't get shot by like 1,000 automatic weapons. He's standing in the open. Nothing. He's got a fucking handgun, and he's just fucking firing rounds. And they're literally like 25, 30 feet away with full automatics, and nothing's hitting
18.
them. And he's just pop, 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 pop.
John
And-
Wick in them.
yeah, and then he gets then he does like this really bad fucking cheesy. You could see it coming, like how he ends the movie. He plays like he's basically God, and then like soft music plays, and he walks off into the fucking distance, and the camera pans up and out. Like it was that fucking terrible.
There you go.
bad.
He was there for a paycheck, bro. It's like I can do this in like 2 or 3 days. Like you don't have a weekend. $200,000. That's pretty much it.
And that's pretty much how he sounded in the movie too.
Great. Tech support.
Tech support, let's do it. Hit me up with that.
Tech support.
Let me just pull that up real quick.
In case you guys don't know what tech support is, if you are a $10 or higher Patreon supporter, you can go ahead and drop us a question in on the Patreon page, patreon.com/legtv, where we answer your questions.
Do it.
And yeah, Prima, you
Do
want to
it.
ask us something? Go ahead and answer something, okay?
Do it. Do it. All right, here we go. Pulling her up here. Nikki asks, inspired by your ASL, when did your family first get the internet, and what antics did you get up to as a kid on the wild, wild west of the early web?
We first got the internet when I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to go over to my friend's house and play it all the time until eventually they were like, you should probably get your parents to buy you a computer and some internet.
It's a good choice.
And so I was about 14, turned 15. That's when we got the internet.
Yep.
The ICQ days
ICQ
and the
was big.
StarCraft Brood War days.
Absolutely.
That's all I did.
For me, I was about 10 when we got it, dial-up. And I didn't really do too much online because it was dial-up. It was the odd things. Early on, made a GeoCities website like everyone else did,
Yeah.
which was a
I did that too.
cheat code website
Yeah.
for games.
Mine was the Dragon Ball Z little GIF thing, or the
Lots of little moving,
you know those little
GIFs and stuff.
moving,
GIFs,
Kamehameha things
Yeah,
that over
doing
and
that
over and
shit.
over again.
Yeah, made a GeoCities.
GeoCities.
ICQ obviously was big. Yep.
The kids don't even know what that shit is,
Stick
man.
Death. The stickdeath.com was
Yep.
a popular place.
Dude.
Newgrounds.
I was at a convenience store like last week, and a
Yeah.
girl had a Newgrounds,
Oh, really?
old school Newgrounds shirt, and I just said, and
Nice.
she looked at me like I said, like your shirt, and she fist pounded it. It was pretty.
yeah, so Newgrounds, Stick Death. Yeah, and then there was like the early day of pirating shit. So there was like
Napster,
Napster,
LimeWire, all the
LimeWire,
viruses.
getting
Porn for the
Bonsai
first
Buddy
time.
bullshit. Getting
Trojans.
getting like
Trojans all
getting
day.
every virus on the planet. Getting like bootleg copies of the Pokemon versions that we didn't have for our Game Boys.
Mm-hmm.
So like I owned yellow, but like you'd want to like see red and blue, and so you'd end up with that shit. Cam was the first guy that figured that out. He was like the ROM guy.
burning games.
Burning games, burning about
Holy
1,000 fucking copies of Brood War.
Holy shit, dude! And PS1 games galore.
Yep.
Like that was like that. Those were the days, man.
Yeah, lots of that.
Those were the days, bro. I have a bunch of burnt games down there for that PS1.
E-Bombs World, yeah.
Yeah,
Numa.
dude, taking me back right now.
Yeah. There was like shit that you like in the early days you didn't really ever know what you were truly getting yourself into. And so like there were websites like I remember Brian was over one day and we were just surfing, doing whatever
Surfing the
fuck.
web.
Surfing
Back
the
then,
web.
you used to actually just surf
that
the web.
was what you did,
Yeah,
right?
you surfed it. What
And
can I find?
Ended up seeing a person legitimately get beheaded by a hunting knife. And
Oh well, that's
that was, if I could go back and erase that from my memory, I'd do it.
that's a big yikes for me, dog.
We went. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. We went. It was
It'll
in
give you
summertime.
nightmares.
We went for a walk. I didn't even put my shoes on.
Fuck,
I went for a walk in my socks
Jesus.
at 1 o'clock in the morning because I actually just legitimately watched somebody get beheaded with a hunting knife. Shit was fucked up. So that kind of shit you also come because it's the wild, wild west.
Yep.
So some weird, crazy shit. Then you got into like the MySpace era. A little later into the 2000s. Things like that.
I did see the One Man, One Jar, but that was a little bit later on.
No,
I
there
think.
was like
I
the
was
Tub
like,
Girl, 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
yeah. That was.
Blue
I don't think I was
Waffle.
14 or 15 then. I think I was like 17. I
Yeah,
think
that
I
was
was a
getting
little
old.
bit older.
That was when viral shit started to be a thing, right? Where
Yeah.
people were like, go look this up or
But
whatever.
mainly it was like my shit was ICQ and like E-Bombs World and shit like that. Like I just spent so much time playing StarCraft that was it. But burning games, dude, that was the shit. I remember when we finally got it like a burner.
CD burners
like a
were
CD
big.
burner, man. Like it was,
It'd take like an hour to burn a disc.
yeah, man.
And it wouldn't always
And
work.
it wouldn't always work. You'd waste discs. I'd go to the dollar
Spending
store
a
and
couple
shit.
extra dollars to get the rewritable
the
discs.
rewritable, dude. Yes, because you used to you get the cheap ones, and you're like, fuck, if it's gonna work, I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And it'd be like it's like that thing, when you used to play PlayStation, and remember the old school PlayStation shit. You put in a game, and then all of a sudden you hear the brown, brown.
Yep.
And then it would go doo doo doo, be like, and then the
And-
screen would come, and then you'd wait to see if the
Like,
fucking
wait
game
for
would
it,
turn on.
wait for it.
Or it'd be,
Or if it was a no-fly
or it'd be
zone.
a no-fly zone.
Yep.
So you used to do that all the time with the burnt CDs. You'd be like, put it in here, like, fucking please tell me this worked.
Yes.
And sometimes it would. You'd be like, yes.
And
other
sometimes,
times,
no
rip the
bueno.
dream. So the rewritable discs were the shit. And then, to rewrite them, at one point, you actually had to wait to wipe them as well. So, like,
Yes.
you'd burn it, and then it wouldn't work. But then you had to, like, go through this wiping process that took forever.
Yep.
And then you'd have to re-burn it. And then
You were spending days.
oh, yeah. And it would take forever, dude. Like
you do it. We go outside for the afternoon.
Yes.
Go back and hope
Take
it didn't
6,
fail.
7, 8 hours. Mom or dad would come in and fuck it up. They'd like go on the internet or like
And
fucking turn the
game
computer
over.
off and be fucked.
Yep.
And then, but what was so fun about that is we used to be able to go to like Blockbuster and shit and just look at the PlayStation games
Yeah.
and figure out which ones we were gonna burn. Like because before you used to just rent them and like figure out, but then it was like, damn, you know what? Let's pick up 2, 3 of these,
Yeah.
take them home, fucking burn,
Burn
them,
'em.
and we could just take the games
Yeah,
back.
because you ended up with a modded PS1.
Not a PS1, yeah.
And we used it heavily, specifically for one summer, where we played like
Everything.
14. We beat 14 or 15 games in one summer or some
Yeah,
shit.
dude, I used to binder like 200 games in a fucking binder. burn.
All the Dino Crisis, Parasite Eves got beaten.
Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark got beaten.
I mean, Final
some Tomb Raider
Fantasies we
games, the
fucking
Final
beat.
Fantasy
Other
games.
JRPGs.
There was
fighting
a
games. I
lot.
played a lot of Final
DBZ Final Bout.
Final Bout, man. Fuck, I have that down there. It's
Yeah.
such a good game.
Yeah,
but
so
just
that
a
was-
fuck ton of games, bro. Used to just play games to play games. Good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I miss
was-
those times. And you want to know what's crazy? I went over to Adam's place, right? Everybody knows about you. You moved. Everybody knows that, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
They have no
yeah.
idea where that is.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to say.
Yeah,
obviously,
but yeah.
move back. At,
back
at your
to parents.
At
Yeah,
your
yes.
old school
and then
place.
we're back in the room where growing up, it wasn't my bedroom at the time.
Yeah.
It was later on, but
Yeah.
early on, it was just a rec room.
Yeah, but
where we would play our games.
Player game. So
Yeah.
I went over Adam's place when he was moving shit in, and what I used to do when we were kids, or I guess teenagers, like fucking
13, 14,
14 years old, in the mornings and shit, like it would be early. So Adam's parents would still be in bed, or like, they'd be up making breakfast and shit. And Adam would, be laying in bed, and Adam would like sleep in. So I'd roll up to Adam's basement window, which is like right beside his door every day. I'd go up there and I'd
Knock on the window.
and then sometimes I'd have to sit there for like 5 minutes, and I knew he was down there. Like I know he's
Just
down
whether
there.
I was awake or
whether
not.
he's awake or not, and I just keep going. And then sometimes you just see Adam like sometimes he'd pop out and he'd go, and he'd like, he'd be like, hey motherfucker. And then other times you'd see him, he'd be like,
Dead.
like,
Like,
fuck
why are you waking me up?
like fuck. And then he'd like drag his feet up. And he'd get to the point where his eyes would be closed. He'd come up the stairs. He'd just unlock the door, and I'd hear the click. And then I'd just come down and be like, "Come on, Adam! Come on, Adam!" Be like, "Yeah, fuck."
So many fucking you're such a morning person. I
so-
was dead.
So this was like a week ago. I was out just going for a drive, and actually I was down at one of my rental properties, and just checking the properties, and it's not too far from Adam's place, and so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drive down there because I know he's over there, and Adam was in the basement. And I got out the car and I walked up, and it was nostalgic as fuck. And I go up and I knock on his window.
Knocked on the fucking
And Adam
window.
fucking, is looking
Pulled
out.
the curtains open, and there's Jeff
and there
standing
I am,
there. And I was like,
just
oh,
like old school. We
shit.
come full circle. So I told Adam, I said, one of these days, man, I'm gonna have to go over to Adam's, do a sleepover.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to play
Stream
some
some
games. And I'm gonna pass out in the fucking basement. Then we're gonna go upstairs in the morning. Adam's dad's gonna
I'm
make
gonna
me
have to convince-
blueberry pancakes.
Yeah, blueberry pancakes.
And it's just I'm gonna eat as many until I'm fucking stuffed. And it's gonna be old school, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing,
Yeah, I got
bro.
to do that, yeah.
Like it's been fucking like 16 years
Since that's happened, yeah,
since
it
it's
would be-
happened.
yeah.
It can happen again.
That was every weekend.
And it can be authentic. It's like it's real.
Every fucking weekend.
It's
Boys
so
would
good,
come over.
man.
Boys would come over. We were golfing or whatever the fuck. Go back, play games.
Yes.
My bedroom was that room downstairs. It was a big. It's like a 15 square feet, 15 by 15 or
It's
something.
a big room.
So you get like all the guys in there on
Yeah.
couches and shit.
Fucking Brian,
Brian, Ryan, you, Steve, sometimes Matt
Joel.
was there. Like Joel, you get like 5 or 6 dudes, and then in the morning, Dad was up early making like 7,000 pancakes.
same house.
Same
house.
house. Same house,
They
same
still
room.
own the same fucking house, bro.
And he'd go upstairs. Steve pushed Jeff. Jeff put his elbow through the railing.
Yep.
Dad wasn't happy about that. Eat pancakes. Go golf again. Shit was fire, bro.
It's happening this summer.
Shit was
I don't
fire.
give a fuck. It's happening this summer.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
spending the night at your house. I'm
gotta
sleeping
happen.
on that fucking sofa. I'm
It's
spending
a
the
massive
night.
sofas. You got lots of room.
I'm spending the fucking night.
That's right.
We're gaming down there.
Well, let's play some old school shit. See if we can
You
find some
fucking
old
right.
school
We're playing
shit.
old school.
Yeah.
You damn fucking right. We're not playing no new school shit. We're
No.
going old school, bro.
Let's figure
I'll
out.
fucking bring over a modded PlayStation and we'll fucking play a goddamn burnt game.
We'll probably end up. Just for the ease of use.
I know,
probably
we'll
end up
use your damn
emulate it.
emulators.
We'll emulate it.
yes,
yeah.
yes. But I
'Cause-
want the fucking controller. I want to feel it. I want it
Oh, sure.
authentic.
I've got a USB to whatever. So, like, if it's a PS game, PlayStation game.
Yes.
I have like a play. You can just use it.
Good enough.
Close enough.
So I want to relive my childhood at least fucking once this summer.
Yeah, well,
And it's summer, which is like even more nostalgic.
Exactly.
It's not like it's winter.
That's what we did.
It's summer, bro.
We'll
And we're-
try. We'll try and swing it so that we'll go golf.
Yes.
we'll stream that because you've got the ability to do that.
Dude, I wish you know what was still you know where, because
Yes.
if it was, we could go there
Exactly,
and it would
dude.
be fucking.
That I was about to say that, and I was like, I don't want to mention the name.
Yeah, I know.
It's too
But-
close.
But I'd be like, God damn it!
That would have been the fucking show.
I would have done it.
Absolutely.
100%. But we can go to the other. We can go to the other place.
Call it what my grandfather called it, the Rock and Country
the
Club.
Rock and Country Club. The Rock and Country Club. There it is.
Let's
But,
do it.
yes.
We'll do it.
Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna fucking. That's what it's gonna be.
Fire.
Hell yeah.
Fire. So that was our early experience with that shit. Was good. I'd go for some Dan pancakes right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Dude. And if I don't get my pancakes, I'm not going. Like you're gonna have to warn your old
Hey,
man.
tell Dad ahead of time.
When was the last time your old man made fucking
pancakes?
blueberry pancakes, bro?
Probably not that long ago, because every once in a while they'll do it for dinner or something, like for fun. But it's not
But
like
I
they
mean,
do
it's
it weekly.
still gonna be nostalgic
It's
for
not,
him,
it's
bro.
not weekly.
You're gonna have two grown ass men. One's got a fucking kid. One's moved back home. And we're sitting at the goddamn same table.
Yep.
And Danny Boy's sitting there making blueberry pancakes.
Fire.
I'm in.
It's
bro.
fire.
I'm in. I'm in all the
fire.
way. I'm there.
It's
I'm
fire.
fucking there, bro.
110% fire.
I need that in my life.
What else we got here? That was good. That was good. That was a good conversation that spun out of that question.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Let's see. Chico asks, what is the creepiest thing that happened to you as a kid that you still can't explain? Yours. Well, your explanations. You had sleep paralysis
Yeah, I had
when you were
night
younger.
terrors. Yeah.
But that's explainable.
A bit different. Yeah, it's a bit different.
Man. I had two. I guess I have two things. So one was at my one grandmother's place, the one that's with my parents now. So the ones that were the one that was a couple streets over. And I was always with her a lot after school for a few years. And sometimes mom and dad would be going away, and I'd be there for like a week or something. I'd be sleeping there and whatever, and going to school from there. And this was like in elementary school. And on a number of occasions, no windows were open, nothing was open anywhere. Footsteps in the hallway, door, the bedroom next to mine that I would stay in, doors opening and closing. That was fucking weird.
And as a kid, you're probably like, "Fuck
That
my
was
life."
because like where they were in the room, so it was my room, and like the bed was on the back wall facing the doorway on the left, and when it was open, there was a bedroom at the very end of the hall. It was my Aunt Colleen's bedroom growing up, and that was the room that there were no windows open, no nothing, dead ass, whatever the fuck. And then footsteps, and then open, closed, and I could see it. So like my door would be open at night, and I can see the door to that bedroom.
Holy fuck!
And so it wasn't that I was just hearing it; like I'm watching
The
and that
door
was a little
open and
fucky.
close.
That was
Oh
a
yeah,
little fucky.
I'd have been yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't go through all my stories because I probably told some over the years, but yeah, when I was younger, I used to have night terrors. So I used to sleepwalk. I would be awake, but I'd still be in a sleep state. So I would see things, and I would see like crazy, like just crazy shit.
The
Bro.
brain is a pretty fucking wild thing when you let it
Crazy.
do whatever it wants.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
There has been, dude. I can't even. And dude, it fucked me up so bad that
Well, you don't want to go to bed after a while.
yeah, and even as an adult,
Yeah.
occasionally I don't have them anymore.
No,
But
but the
occasionally
thought will
I'll
crop
think.
in. Yeah.
Occasionally I'll think about what I used to see,
Creep up on you.
and then I'll almost spook myself out. Like there
Yeah.
have been times where I'll be home by myself and I'll hear something, or I'll be going up to bed by myself and it's fucking pitch black.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to myself, when I turn on this light, I'm gonna see that thing that I saw when I was a kid or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And it still fucks with me a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I used to see some crazy shit, man. I used to see I remember there I think I said this before, but I remember I used to live in a place where my bed was half in a closet. So my room was really small. And so in order to save floor space, half of my bed would be in my closet. So the head of my bed, so when I'm laying in it, my head is inside the closet, my legs are outside the closet. And then I had a TV in the left corner, and I was laying down, regular day, and I was already pretty spooked out. But when the lights were off and everything, like this is late at night, I woke up in the middle of the night, and the lights are off. Parents are down in their room sleeping. My sister's sleeping in the room next door. She was only an infant and still in a crib.
Yeah.
So I was like maybe 9, 10. I woke up, and since the TV was in the corner and it was dark, I could see the reflection of the hallway from my TV.
Right.
So if I'm staring at a blank TV, one of those old tube TVs,
Yeah, you can see the hallway.
you could
through
see
it.
the hallway like a mirror,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a darker mirror. And I ended up seeing somebody standing in the hallway at the end. And at the end of the hallway is my mom and dad's bedroom. The door was closed, but I would see this person standing there. And I, at the time I knew by then that I used to get these things, but I still had a hard time differentiating what was reality. So
Yeah.
I, like, at the beginning, I tell myself, you're just this isn't real. You're sleeping. But then eventually I almost forget about that. It's like anxiety.
Well, you
it
also
starts
see it enough times, and then you start to wonder.
Yeah, is it actually there?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So what I did is I put the covers over my head. I try to go to sleep, and we're talking, 5 minutes would pass, and like a bad dream, when you're in a dream and you shouldn't do something, but your body just does it.
Yeah.
It's like a scary movie where you're like, don't open that.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
But you do it.
But you do it.
Yeah.
And so I put the covers down, and I look back at the TV, and now this person is halfway down the hallway. I get goosebumps even just thinking about it. And then so I'm starting to freak out a little bit. And so now I start to figure out what's going on. I do this again. This person's going to be even closer. And so a bunch of time goes by. I'm scared to not even look. I'm staring at the screen and staring at this person because at this point, I'm thinking even if I look away from the monitor and then I look back at the monitor, it's going to get closer. So I'm staring at this, and this person, it was a girl. Her hair is down. She's just standing there. She's not moving. I don't know what to do. And eventually, I put the covers over my head. I go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And eventually, time goes by. I take them off. And I'm not even looking at the screen. I don't want to. And eventually, my eyes go over there. And now, this person is at my door.
Yeah.
And the door... So, like I said, my head's in the closet.
Yeah.
The door is like
there.
Fucking right there. If
But
I
you
turn-
can't-
and
but
I
you
can't
can't
see it
see
because
it.
I'm in the closet.
You're in the closet,
So
but you can see the TV.
If I were to sit up,
You'd
and
see.
look,
Yeah.
there's the door.
Yeah.
So now I'm freaking out,
Yeah.
and this person is getting even closer.
Yeah.
And now now I don't even want to go to sleep. I don't want to do anything. I'm just staring at this person at the TV, and it's becoming very, very, very clear, very, very clear. And then all of a sudden, it happens again. I don't remember too much, but I open up my eyes, and now the person's standing in front of my bed.
Right.
And just clear as day. And this is this young girl that's dressed like a hippie. And it was fucking... It was just a very creepy thing to go through, and I still think about it from time to time. There were other times where I would see my dad, like an evil version of my dad, and he would terrorize me and shit. There was one time I saw, I think it was my mom or my dad's head on the door, because I used to sleepwalk. So I remember seeing, this was when I was really young, so this was even before then. So I would be like 5, 6 years old, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, and I would have to go past my parents' bedroom, and my mom or dad's head, I don't even remember who it was, they'd be on the door, just the head.
Right.
It wouldn't be bleeding or anything, just the head, and the eyes would just fucking follow me around and shit. It was just fucking bizarre, some of the shit I've seen.
Your brain can do some fucking wild shit.
Some crazy fucking shit, bro. So I used to go through that, and that stopped when I was like, probably just before I moved, where maybe even a year or two before I moved over where you're at now. So that happened maybe until I was 11, 10, 11 is probably it. Peak was probably like 8. And it wouldn't be frequent, but it would happen enough where it'd freak me the fuck out. So
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, those are some of the weirdest
It'd
things
freak
I've ever
anyone the
seen.
fuck
But
out.
I know that now that I'm older, I know what it was, and
Yeah.
I knew, even as a kid, that it wasn't, real to some extent. But you forget it when you're in it. You're like, God damn!
It's like, why couldn't your brain just come up with some like
fun,
some
shit? Naked women, fucking, I don't know, play imaginary friends. I could play with.
Literally anything.
Really anything, but of
and
course,
and it makes you wonder why the woman was a hippie.
I don't
like
know.
what did you, because your brain doesn't just pull shit out of thin air. So like there were prompts that you had seen at some point,
Yeah.
at any point that was back there,
Yeah.
that your brain stitched some shit together,
Yeah.
and that was the output.
Well, the crazy thing about this is, and I hate mixing this up, but in that same house,
Yeah,
I used to hang out with a guy named Neil all the time.
yeah,
I think you know who Neil
I know
is.
who he is. Yeah,
We were over his house because at the time we lived in townhouses. They're like mini condos.
Yeah.
Right. And so almost everyone was virtually identical in some way. It was a very similar layout in the whole neighborhood, in the whole community. And I was over his place, and we were young, and he discovered that he had an attic, and we were like, "Oh my God, we've never been in an attic before." So we went up into this attic, and there is not much in there, but it was a cool little cubby space. So then we thought to ourselves, "Wait, I have an attic too." So what we decided to do, of course, when Neil came over to do a sleepover, and we're idiots.
sleep in the attic.
Well, no, we didn't want to sleep in there, but we were going to go up there, and my parents were sleeping. We were going to go up in the
yeah.
attic and check the place out.
Of course.
So we go up in the attic, just like a fucking scary movie. Two kids go up in the attic, and there were boxes up there.
Yeah.
There was a trumpet. There was just a bunch of boxes. So we go through these boxes, all right? And there was old random shit, like old pictures, newspaper clippings, some personal weird belongings, like nothing that was overly creepy. There was an old trumpet. I remember
Yeah.
the trumpet very well. Actually, it wasn't even a trumpet. It was like almost like it had like a big, it was like a trombone, maybe not even a trombone. It was like it had a big,
It's like a French horn or something.
yeah,
like
French
that.
horn. Yeah, smaller.
Yeah, but like more round.
More round.
rounded.
Yeah.
It sounds like a French
So it was
horn.
one of those. And we saw pictures in there, so we started going through the pictures. Now, I don't know if I concocted this in my head
Hmm.
or whatever, but the same hippie girl that I saw in the picture that we found up in there.
Oh.
And I had told Neil about that, and it
Yeah.
really creeped me out. So then I started thinking in my head that the house was haunted and this person was
Right.
real.
Yeah, of course.
And now that I think about it, it's so long ago that I remember parts of it.
Yeah.
I think what I did ultimately is it was probably somebody different, but I was trying to link in my head that they
Yeah,
were the
trying to
same
put-
person.
yeah,
I
put them together.
don't know, but that also creeped me out a lot more. So then this hippie girl would be on my mind even more so than what it was before. So those are just some of the weird fucking shits that I went through as a kid too.
It's-
Not fun. I hope my son doesn't.
No, it doesn't have
have
the
to
same
go through
thing.
the same thing because it wasn't fun.
This is a short and sweet one. Seth asks, favorite pizza topping? Let's say the favorite pizza topping that isn't the standard cheese and pepperoni. Bacon for me.
Yeah.
Because
Either
my,
that-
my go-tos are the cheese, pepperoni, green pepper, mushroom, bacon. It's my...
I'll go with bacon. Hamburger.
Mhm.
I'll probably take hamburger over bacon.
Mhm.
Because I feel like you can't just have a bacon pizza. Like there's
No,
little
but
pieces
bacon,
of bacon.
bacon is like
Yeah,
another...
it's like
is
an
another
add-on.
thing.
I
It's
feel
an
like
add-on,
you could just put a whole bunch of hamburger on a pizza and fucks with that.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that. I mean, I like specialty pizzas, so I like barbecue chicken. I like donair pizzas.
Yeah.
But that's a bit of a cheating. In terms of toppings, I'd probably go hamburger.
Yeah.
Because I like meat lovers a lot.
I used to be big on meat lovers, and then I just wasn't like this.
grew out of it.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. I specifically don't like the balled up little Italian sausage things that they tend to put on all the meat lovers. That just that's not ain't it. What the fuck kind of a question is this? Oh, it's from Shady. That's why. Shady asks, what's the easiest thing a girl can do to make you sprung? I'm guessing she means what's the easiest thing a girl can do to turn you on?
Geez, that's a good question.
It's not something you think about all the time.
No.
It just kind of happens.
I mean, damn. I mean, there's different things. I'm a dude. There's so many things that could put me in the mood. Some big, some small. I think ultimately the biggest turn on for me is when a woman instigates.
Initiates me?
Initiates that she wants the dick, right? That she's horny or whatever. You know, whether that's just going grabbing for the junk or, you know, fucking around and...
You want to know something? But you just reminded me of something. Sorry to cut you off here.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. You know, like the Tinder game, right? The online dating game. One of the people that I fucking came across was the girl from university who grabbed my shit in class.
You got to smash.
Not a chance in fucking hell, bro.
Never stick your dick in crazy.
That is if there was like a textbook definition of fuck no crazy.
Yeah.
You read her profile and it was like you have not changed. You are still fucking bonkers.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'd challenge myself to smash.
Not a chance, bro. Hell no. But anyway, yeah. I mean, so yes, you like the initiation. You like when they get after it themselves.
Yeah, I think that's a big turn on. I mean, there's a lot of things, man. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things. A woman, even just a woman that is confident, honest to God, you know what turns me on more than anything? How a woman dresses. I like a woman that dresses like she's going out to do some business. Like a woman that wears like a nice skirt, and a blouse, maybe even like, you know, like one of those little jackets. I don't know what they call ladies call those, but like, you know, like a man's sport coat like equivalent.
The
whatever.
Names, they have a lot of them now.
A woman that looks like she means business. One that is sexy, but business sexy. Not like, hey, I'm slutty sexy or I'm wearing this low cut blouse.
She's put together.
She's put together. I love that shit, man.
Yes.
I like that's the look that I like more than virtually any look.
I'm somewhere between at home, just a t-shirt and some sweatpants.
I like that too. I like that a lot too. Preferably my sweater or whatever.
But mine ends up being a dress, which is its own.
Even better. Just the sweater dress.
And that has happened. And then the other one being, I agree with you. Like if they're just put together when they're out, which is the opposite of me because like I'm so rarely put together when I leave the fucking house. It's hilarious. Yeah. Like I have to go.
But when
my
I see a woman in public that is dressed
then yes,
for success it's like
different. Yeah.
that catches my eye so much more than.
But then if it's just if it's a significant other type of situation, then it's the thing that will get me is if they without me asking to do something, they notice something is off or whatever, or I need something like maybe it's a shoulder massage. Maybe I just need some food or some shit. Because because now I know I'm on. That does it for me. Now you're thinking about me. That's the not physical thing that would get that gets to me. The physical thing, I mean, Jesus, I mean, I'm a guy. I mean, really, come on. It's not complicated here.
Yeah.
It's really not hard.
Yeah.
To do that, but like as a non-physical thing, that's
a good one. I like that. That's a good one.
Oh, this is a funny one.
The chick on Suits. Yeah, that's what's her face. The girl that married the prince, right? Fuck, I think her name's Michelle or whatever her name is.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Donna also. The redhead Donna. You've watched Suits for a bit.
I did watch like a season or two.
We're on the last
but
season
I
right
can't for the life of me remember any
Megan,
of the characters.
that's it. Meghan Markle.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't think she's that attractive.
I do.
I'm just gonna be real with you.
Hey,
She's not ugly. I just don't find her all that attractive.
but
She's
she's
put
that.
some meat on her bones.
Well, yes, but she's that attractive that you bring home to mom type shit. You
Yes,
know?
of course.
The one that you look at and you're like, we're gonna have really cute kids.
Yeah.
You're gonna look cute virtually.
Apparently, she's a bit of a prima donna.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
But you're gonna look cute virtually everywhere we go.
Yes.
We could be climbing Mount
There
Everest,
are girls-
and you're gonna put on a
there-
toque, and you're
still gonna
you're
look
gonna
great.
look fucking.
There are girls
adorable.
that no matter like when you go out, she's gonna make you look good because
Yeah.
she looks so much better than you do.
Yeah.
That's the case, and that's and it's not about being a trophy wife. It's just that's like your
Yeah.
That's awesome. You
Yeah.
go out like they make you look
Well, let's
good.
be real. It's kind of a trophy wife thing. I mean, as
Well,
a
it is,
as a man,
but it
I
is-
know you don't think of it
but
that
you
way.
don't go out of
But
your
it's
way
pride.
specifically.
It's like it's like look what I've acquired.
Yes,
you know
exactly,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like
Look
I'm a
at
man.
what my dumbass managed to pull
Yeah,
off.
exactly. Well, that's what
That's
what
what
it's
it is,
kind of
yeah,
like. You
yeah.
know, you never think of a woman. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
exactly.
you think of a woman like a trophy wife or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you do have a beautiful woman, you take her out. It's you're proud. You're
It's true.
You're proud of your accomplishment as a man. Like I've done it.
Yeah.
I've made it. And then, everybody else gets to see it. It's a weird flex.
It is a
you know
weird
what I mean?
flex.
And I'm
But
sure
okay.
women feel that way too
They
for
do.
like really attractive dudes
It's
or
100%.
dudes with money
Looking
or whatever.
for arm candy.
Yeah, it is what it
100%.
is. It's just how
It's
it
just
is.
how it goes. Mr. Miyagi asks, do you remember the first time you ever saw porn? Also, have you ever been busted by a family member watching porn and or going to town on yourself? Okay, so
I'm going to say yes to both of those,
I
but not like hardcore in the middle. Like there's been times where my mom have come in the room and I'm fucking, getting it done, but it never been like in the middle where she like walk in and be like, "Oh shit, I'm
Yeah,
sorry."
no.
It never got like that close. You can kind of hear it coming.
I don't remember the first time. I remember some of the early stuff that I saw. I don't remember the very first time.
I remember mine.
But I do remember, we have a shared experience. I don't know if you remember this. You wanted to show me something that you found that you thought was like the greatest porn of all time.
I fucking remember.
Do you remember
that
this shit?
Yes.
And we go in and this was the dumbest shit. Your computer's in the goddamn kitchen.
Yeah.
And we go over, it's middle of the day. And you're like, bro, I found the greatest video of all time. And it was like the first time that you discovered deep throating or some shit. And it was like, what was her name? Heather.
Heather Deep Throat. Heather
You
I
fucking
Deep
remember.
Throat or some shit. Everybody's gonna go Google
Everyone
her
knows.
now.
They don't have to Google it.
Yeah,
They're dude,
dude.
they know who it is if they're
Dude.
old enough. So I remember this so clearly.
Oh,
and so you're like, I have to show you this shit, bro. I found the greatest video of all time. So we go over, and it's middle of the afternoon in your kitchen.
Yes.
And you bring up this video, which takes a while because the internet not particularly great.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're using the speakers and
I
shit.
know,
It was
speakers,
just dumb. And your dad
Dad.
walks through the front door and catches you and I sitting in the kitchen watching
Porn.
porn at like 2 PM. And that was the fucking most awkward fucking moment of my childhood.
And I mean, fuck, like the speakers are on blast.
Just
two
you're
fucking
just hearing some really weird sounds.
prepubescent teens sitting there fucking sweating, looking at this fucking
Watching
porno video.
Fucking Heather I
Jesus
Deep Throat
Christ.
going in your kitchen at 2
in my
PM.
fucking kitchen, sun beaming.
Oh fuck, that was awkward.
Yeah, dude.
And your dad just kind of like
yeah.
downplayed it. He was like, "Don't be doing that."
Yeah.
And then it's like
Yeah,
he didn't even want to deal with it.
yeah,
It's like he saw it and he
Well,
went,
Dad
"I don't
didn't-
want to go here
my-
right
my-
now."
My
So
dad ain't got no time for
turn that shit
Turn
off,
it off.
and just go outside.
Yeah, dude. I forgot
Miles
about
walking
that.
through the door like, "Fuck me, get the fuck
Yeah,
out of the house."
Jesus Christ.
Just go play tag or some shit. What are you watching porn? Just go
Yeah,
fucking.
fucking hell.
Oh,
fuck.
God.
First time I ever saw porn was my dad's porn.
Oh yeah, you found the fucking.
I found the
tapes.
tape
Oh no.
in a garbage bag. I was
That's right.
searching
That's
around
right.
for Christmas presents.
Oh,
And
no.
because at the time this was like, I was maybe 11, 12. I was probably about 12 years old, maybe 13. I would say 12 though. And I was obviously didn't believe in Santa Claus and shit, and I knew my parents were buying gifts. Spoiler alert. And I would go around snooping for Christmas presents. It was, Christmas trees up downstairs. I know the presents are being hid. And I was going in. I went into my parents' closet. there was a garbage bag full of old clothes that they would like donate to,
Yeah.
you know, Value Village or
Whatever.
you know, Salvation Army.
Yeah.
And I started digging because I was thinking, okay, there's going to be something in there, right? There's going to be something in there. And there's a tape. There's a fucking tape on the very like literally on the bottom.
No.
I pull out the tape. It doesn't have a label, nothing. And I'm curiosity, right?
Of course.
Fucking put it in.
Oh no.
And there it is, porn for the very
no.
first time. My
And it's
mind
your
was
own
like, oh
fucking
my
bed.
God. And I told you this not too long ago
Yeah.
on the podcast. Not too long ago, I was watching some porn
Oh no.
and I found one of the same scenes from that old tape, bro. And it brought me back.
Why?
And I had a glorious fap. I didn't care. I went back, bro. I went back to it. I didn't care.
It's the nostalgia fact.
It was a nostalgic fap, bro.
It's a nostalgia fact.
It was.
Everyone has that one
Dude,
that
it
they
was
saw
a-
years ago,
Fuck,
and then
I
they
couldn't
forget,
believe-
and then you spend inordinate amounts of time trying to find it again.
Dude, I can't believe I found it. And in that videotape, there was many scenes, and I had that fucking tape memorized by the time I was done with it. That not only was that my favorite scene, and probably why it was one that was put on the internet, but it was the only one I've ever seen again
Yeah.
from that tape. And I remember it plain as day. And there was one time I got caught with it. Well, actually, I didn't get caught. My dad, at the time, my dad was excited to show me Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right? So he went out and bought the VHS, the trilogy.
Right.
So you could watch all of them.
Yeah.
And he was fucking pumped. My dad was a big Star Wars fan. And he was like, bud, we're gonna watch the
It's father-son bonding time, trying to watch some Star Wars.
that's it. We're gonna watch Star Wars. I'm gonna show you, bud. Right? Because that's what my dad, by the way, calls me Bud. Right? I don't know. Can't count how many times he's called me Jeff. And forever.
4 times.
So I said, okay. Here's the thing. He went to go put the tape in the living room, and this time I was getting because we had VCR in my mom and dad's room, and we had one down in the living room. So normally I'd watch the porno right in my parents' bedroom, and this time,
you
know,
left it in.
I went downstairs to watch it on the main couch.
Oh,
right?
you fucked up.
I left it in there.
Oh no.
So he went and he took the videotape out,
Oh no.
and bro, I was shitting
Oh.
fucking bricks. And dude, he pulled it out and he looked at it, and something clicked in his mind where
He realized
he
what it was.
realized what it was.
There was
And-
a checklist of things that were going through
and
his mind.
the weird thing about it is he didn't even look at me. So I'm thinking he thought that he left it in the VCR.
and he's trying to figure out if
He's
you
trying to
accidentally
figure
saw
out-
something.
Exactly. Because he never ever came to me about it, and he never looked at me like, you know, did you,
No.
you know, what the fuck? Because he had no idea I even knew where it was. He probably still doesn't even. I could.
He's
you know
playing.
what?
He's probably
I'm,
playing the. Yeah,
I'm
ask
gonna
him.
embarrass my dad. The
Yeah,
next
ask
time,
him
Dad's
sometime.
coming over this weekend.
Yeah, ask
because
him
we're
about
doing
it.
some stuff around
See
the
if
house.
he remembers.
I'm gonna fucking call him out on that.
Maybe
porno.
he was playing the odds and going, all right, if I confront him about it, he's going to know what this tape is.
I'm gonna fucking
That's bad. If I don't confront him about it and he's seen it, fine, I'll get rid of the tape now.
Yes.
Never happens
But
again.
he put it back. That's the thing. Like he put
Oh.
it back to the place. So and he didn't do it right on the spot. I don't remember what he did. I don't know if he just put it down or put it
Yeah.
whatever. But eventually he put it back into his
Oh my God.
to his place. So I'm thinking he thought
that he had
that
accidentally
he
left
had
it there.
accidentally left it there, right? So that I was shitting bricks because at that point I thought I'm fucked. Like he's gonna catch me. Like I'm fucked, right? So that was funny. So
Dodged
that
the
was the
bullet.
first time I had ever experienced porn.
I
Was from
bet
that
you if I had
VHS.
to guess at what mine, it was probably
Like a dirty mag or something.
no, like Channel 68. You hear
Oh,
it through
yeah,
the
the
grapevine
Blue
and
Nuit
Blue
and
Nuit.
shit.
You
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
about it like an elementary school type shit. 68,
Softcore
Channel
porn,
68,
no.
softcore.
Yeah.
Barely can see the channel because of the fuzz coming through. Yeah, Channel 68, midnight, Blue Nuit,
Yeah.
French channel.
Hell yeah.
Seeing
Didn't give
some
a fuck.
titties
Hell yeah.
for the first time.
Seeing some titties. There would be occasional penis shot too. Just
Yeah.
a flaccid penis.
Yeah.
Like
Never a hard
huge,
penis.
huge bush.
Just
flaccid penis.
Just flaccid dong.
yeah. It was rare. It would be like, you know, once every 5 episodes or so.
Yeah. But it
And that
happened.
was the show. A lot
Yep.
of dry, lot of humping,
a lot of dry humping.
a lot of dry humping and
A
shit.
lot of like awkwardly dubbed kissing noises.
I did a lot of dry humping when I was like 15 years old too.
You go through the phase, you know.
Yeah, like a fuck. I remember it was with my first girlfriend, and we used to do a lot of that shit. We used to like just cuddle up on the sofa and basically like dry hump, fucking pants on and everything.
Yeah.
Fuck the hormones when you're that age.
You just
bro,
get it out of your system no matter how you can get it.
I'm actually, and here's the thing, I can talk about it because I don't like. I know everybody virtually goes through it, and I don't care. Like, it's just funny to look back.
It's just you do some weird shit.
You do fucking weird shit.
You do
bro.
some weird shit.
You just do some fucking
You're
weird.
exploring your whole fucking sexuality and your body and shit.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
And especially back then, like before the internet was like really big. It wasn't like you could just go freely find. Like everyone's like watching, which really, honestly, porn has fucked some people up.
Oh yeah.
Like for
Big
a number of reasons. But like the one that we'll focus on here would be the fact that men and women both have a really terrible concept of what sex is.
Yep.
And dudes specifically, it's like
extra
foreplay
bad.
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
They think that every woman wants you to try and like fuck their cervix. There's some weird bad habits that men pick up that women then have to like suffer through.
Yes.
Or try to walk them through the no, you shouldn't do that.
Yes.
Or maybe consider doing this first
Yes.
type of shit
Yes.
before it even happens.
That's the porn game.
And that porn's fucked it all up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's wacky, bro. It's wacky.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
There you go.
there's the end of the Technical Alpha podcast.
I think that's a.
We didn't record an ounce of this on Adobe Audition, so I'm gonna have to pull the audio off the video.
It sounded fire
It'll
to me.
still it'll sound fine.
Yeah.
I'll make it work.
Well, there it is. I mean, that was one hell of a podcast.
That was one hell of a podcast.
I liked it.
It was good stuff. I'm sure you guys liked it too. And if you did, patreon.com/lagtv. Financially support it so that we can keep doing this kind of shit. We'd love to do it. We'd love to keep doing it. And thank you for those who show up here on Twitch and for those that are on YouTube, leaving comments and likes, and for those reviewing us on iTunes, Google Play, and the lot. You guys have been awesome as always. And until we see you guys next week, have a good one. Peace.